Yo, what's good, y'all? Back here, Flag of the Play, episode 4. Back with the guys. I'm back with my big-headed brother Trey, my dog.
I know you ain't talking.
My Michigan brother Dawson in the building. You got Lucas, aka Zach Wilson. I saw on the TikTok comments they said.
All right.
And then we got
Zach Wilson.
We got my guy. You feel me? You got my guy making his debut on the show. He's 17, speaking like a 30-year-old man. My guy Josh in the building. What's good? Okay, what's good? How you feeling?
I'm sorry. That's gonna take a lot to get used to, dog.
I say what's good but hey man, we got a lot of ball to talk about. We gotta talk about this, bro. Because Dawson, you was at the game, bro. The Dolphins put up goddamn 70 points.
Yes, sir.
Broncos. Is it already time to blow it up? I'll start with you, Lucas.
The Broncos blow it up?
Yeah.
I mean, they've done so much to contend right now. I don't see why they would.
That's not. Yeah, for you, Josh.
See, when I look at the Broncos as like a team, like their defense really took a drastic step down because their defensive coordinator went to the Panthers, and like their offense, like it's all right. Like Russell Wilson's not playing too bad. The wide receivers are not playing too bad. Like Sutton's playing solid. Besides the fumbles, Jerry Jeudy's playing solid. He's getting open all the time. Like I don't know if it's time to blow it up totally, but like they're not in a good spot at all.
Dawson.
Bro, Sean Payton gotta go, bro.
That's so crazy.
No. You
crazy.
can't. No. You can't be running your mouth all off season saying how Nathaniel Hackett did the worst coaching job, and you just gave up 10 tutties.
Nah, it's kind of crazy.
Wait, hold on. And the Dolphins stopped with 8 minutes left. They had 70 points.
They could have scored 100.
They could have scored like 100.
The problem is though, bro, he was talking all this cash.
Yes.
Talking about Tua need to be bitch for Teddy Bridgewater.
He's Tua started 18 for 18.
And then you get
he said that?
Yes,
he said that about Tua?
Last year. He said
he said he needs to be replaced by Teddy Bridgewater. And then
that's so crazy.
Yo, shout out. Let me give a shout out to people in the chat. Nanny, Ben, Riddell, my dog Hellfire, Lucas John. Told y'all.
Do not mention me ever again, Hellfire.
Hellfire already cooking, bro. He
cooking. Hellfire cooking.
And plus, I said the Jaguars are not going to win that division, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't know what.
I literally said that. So.
I don't know.
Like, how can the Broncos get better? I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, their defense is cooked.
All right, so
Sean Payton's gotta do something, man.
You can't get rid of the Russell Wilson's contract.
Well,
no,
you can't.
You can't.
And that's why I'm like, okay, you could fire him, but
fire Sean Payton.
It's
not gonna happen.
You're not going to fire him.
That was so bad.
What I will say is this: that is the fastest acting karma I have ever seen acted upon.
Absolutely.
From an NFL to an NFL coach. Like I've never seen a dude literally 6 months ago be yap. Beginning of the season, yap. And it's not even week 4 yet. We're not a quarter of the season. And he got a historical ass whooping placed upon his shoulders.
Didn't he call Robert Saleh too?
Yes.
Yeah, bro. I think they play in 2 weeks.
Bad talk, bro.
Oh, they play in 2 weeks?
Yes.
Oh, man.
You want to talk
Jets
about
masterclass. Gotta be.
You
know what would be hilarious about that game? My bad. Like, if Nathaniel Hackett goes out there in his offense with Zach Wilson and goes out there and shreds the Broncos.
Now that's not possible. It's going to be with Zach Wilson.
I agree, but if somehow they score 30, Sean Payton need to go. Sean Payton need to go.
Look,
need to go.
This is what I'll say. Obviously, you're not firing Sean Payton because on top of paying what you're paying him, you also traded draft capital away to get this man.
What did they trade for him?
I want to say
some day 2 picks and more.
Yeah, they traded a good amount of stuff for you.
So that's valuable, and they're not gonna fire.
Yeah, they're not gonna fire.
You can't fire him right off the gate like that. There's no time happening.
The issue with taking this job for anybody, like we don't even have to make this exclusive for Sean Payton. It was just the situation that the Broncos were in. you signed Russell Wilson to an elite quarterback contract, and right now he is playing okay. Like last year, he was ass. This year, he's playing okay. Even with him playing okay, you cannot have that contract there. It's not worth it because it puts the rest of you in salary cap hell. The only way it's justified is if he's playing at an elite level. And physically, he is not the same guy anymore. He's just okay. So there's no fix to this. Like if you're like the front office, you're gonna have to do whatever you have to do to eat this year and eat maybe like the next 2 years of Russell and cut him, take whatever dead cap you have to do and just deal with BS until you get to a chance where you can really build. Because right now, unless somebody else can do the numbers for me, I don't know what you do to fix this team. Like,
well, they definitely need pass rush. They're really lacking that right now. So,
I mean, that would
they need Jesus.
They
They need everything.
and also their linebackers. Their linebackers are terrible too.
All right,
They can't get off blocks in the run game.
let me ask y'all this, because I mean, we always gotta get nasty, bro. But that's what we about. So
no, it's not. That's
it is. You're one of them. But you don't admit it. But
No.
Sean Payton looking like a Drew Brees merchant.
Okay. I'm
Yes.
not.
You
No.
know why? You know why? How many years for them Saints defense is trash?
That's crazy.
But he's not, no,
How many?
That's
he not the DC though.
But Sean Payton has a higher winning percentage without Drew Brees than Bill Belichick does without Tom Brady.
All right.
Not
Let's
for
not
long.
do this. Let's not do
for
this.
long.
Please.
Not for long.
Please.
Not for long. Wait for the
Calm
season.
Not
wait
for
this-
long.
Yeah, no, wait for the season to play out. That shit going all the way down.
The
look,
Patriots aren't winning that many more games than the Broncos.
I mean, he's not lying. I'm not gonna lie. He's not
I
lying.
can't.
How many games are Patriots winning? 7?
7 or 8. I think the Broncos win 3.
So 4 wins isn't going to do anything. Promise you.
Yeah, but
It's like 10% higher.
okay, I'm not
Patriots go 10-7.
I'm not feeding into this.
it's not impossible.
I'm not feeding into
Okay.
this.
Hey, Riddell, you want to come up here, bro? What's up?
Folks have been trying to push this Drew Brees merchant narrative on Sean Payton. And as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to folks pushing it, especially a certain Saints fan who's been trying to push it, I said this before and I'll say it again. No, Saints, or rather the Aints, which is what y'all actually are. Y'all are Sean Payton merchants. And y'all need to be grateful that he even got you a Super Bowl. Because we can talk all the noise about Drew Brees, this, Drew Brees, that. Drew Brees did not become Drew Brees until he was paired with Sean Payton in New Orleans. Do we remember what he looked like in freaking San Diego? I'm gonna let y'all on a little secret. There's only 2 ways to win comeback player of the year. You got to be hurt the year before, or you was ass the year before. And guess what? When Drew Brees won it, he wasn't hurt the year before.
Yeah, he was ass.
Do the math on that, buddy.
But if you want to talk about the Broncos right now, don't you think it's kind of like we got to give Russ some credit because their offense is always playing from behind in like every single game. So
Yeah, every game.
as soon as the
Defense is
game
terrible.
starts, the defense is giving up points, and they have to always play from behind. So I don't think they can run their offense like how they want to and how Sean Payton wants to
I will
because
say,
they're always playing from behind.
look, Lucas, I will say, I was trying not to shit on Vance Joseph once he got hired.
Nah,
Oh, yeah.
I know a guy who is an avid Broncos fan, and his immediate reaction was Vance Joseph is the worst defense coordinator I've ever seen. He's blah blah blah. And I was like, dog. I was like, give him a shot. And then he gave up.
It's over.
No.
It's over, bro.
Yeah.
It's over.
We'll say shout out to Def coming up on here. How you feel about this situation?
Yes, sir. I feel like this conversation with Sean Payton's getting a little bit nasty. Not gonna lie. This guy He deserves it because he be chatting, he be talking
Yes.
too much.
Yes.
He be chatting.
But at the same
Chatting.
time, going to the Mookie scale where you go like Sean Payton's overrated is crazy. Because even
No, overhyped. I feel like when he went
what
to the
does that
Broncos,
even mean? Like
when he went to the Broncos, people were like, "Yo, they might be sleepers. Russ might be cooking. Broncos country, let's ride."
But that's not true
That's
though.
what they were
Because
talking about.
that's not
when
true
they got
though.
Sean Payton.
That's
They
not
traded
true.
a first
That
round.
was
They
the
literally traded their first round pick
consensus,
for
That's
Sean
not true.
Payton.
Well, honestly, I don't think that was the consensus. I think most people thought they would be better, and they were saying the same thing when Russell Wilson got to the team. This Broncos team, there's a disconnect. Either it's I feel like after Russell Wilson, Nathaniel Hackett, these players are just like not bought in. They just are not bought in right now. Because you watch that Broncos defense, it wasn't like at first, yeah, the Dolphins were tearing them up with Tyreek Hill, but at some point they just stopped playing defense. I've never seen that. They just like, I don't care, score a touchdown. They just stopped playing defense. Like it's not even a Bears situation. At least they kept on playing, even though they were getting smoked. The Broncos stopped playing. So, yeah, that team is just that. Something's wrong with that team, bro.
Over, bro.
The chemistry is screwed over.
That shit was
Well,
crazy.
But like I was saying, bro, what Dawson said isn't true because people had the expectations last year, so they're kind of like cooling down the Broncos altogether just because of what happened last year. So I don't think that people were expecting the Broncos to go crazy this year.
No, but there were people saying if their offense plays good, because their defense last year was good, they might be able to make the playoffs.
I think the biggest.
Who was saying that?
Now I don't know who's saying that.
There were people saying that.
A lot of Broncos.
Who was saying that? I had them winning 5 games before the season started.
Yeah, I feel
You're
like you're
saying
talking
that.
to some delusional Bronco fans. Not
Yeah. Yeah. Or some fake Saints fans.
I think one of the most underrated losses that they had last year is their defense coordinator from last year. I can't pronounce dude's last name, but he's now the defense coordinator with the Panthers. And
okay.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
And the Panthers defense has actually been playing pretty well this season.
Yeah.
Even without JC Horn.
Yeah, that's the issue right now. Like you still have the personnel, but you don't have the guy who can employ them properly. Clearly, there is a disconnect between your personnel and whatever's being put in the meeting room on freaking Tuesday through Friday, because this is bad. Also, like I know it's probably an oversimplification, but I said this yesterday and I'll say it again. In football, sometimes you just get your ass beat. Unfortunately, for the Broncos, y'all ran into the only team that probably has an NFL 4x1 relay team. And that's without Jalen Waddle.
Yes.
So I wouldn't say it's an overreaction to be like, oh, they're super fucked. But I would say like, hey, let's not act like they're about to get 70 put on them for the rest of the season. Because if we're being honest, there's only one team in the league that could put up 70 on a squad in this league, and it's the Dolphins. Because
the Chiefs almost did it too. I'm just saying.
Chiefs could have done it too, but they
Yeah,
just
Chiefs
finished Patrick Mahomes in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they could have easily done it too. I ain't gonna lie.
They had what, 40?
Yeah, they had like 30 something at the half.
Speaking on,
They could have scored 70, but they benched Mahomes.
Let me ask you this: what's stopping the Dolphins from being the best team in the league?
Tua. That's not
makes sense.
Nope, I can't.
No.
I can't even.
Defense.
I can't even say that.
Think so.
The defense gives up
Hey,
too
Lucas,
many
why
yards.
do you think Tua is stopping him from being the best team in the league?
He still has some sort of limitations as a passer.
I agree.
So much is strictly arm talent?
In some ways, yeah.
I mean, it's like,
and also it's just a concern about his injury history as well.
Yeah, like
also agree.
I'll say this. I can't even fully say that it's Tua.
I'm not saying that's the main problem. I'm saying that could be one of the problems that they could have going forward.
I think the way they're currently playing right now, the way that offense is structured, if they can continue to run the ball like this, particularly,
Absolutely.
that's going to keep the Tua health equation out of it.
Absolutely.
I think the bigger issue is just making sure that defense can actually hold water, so you're not constantly in shootouts. Like they've done okay so far, but the second level of that defense is not great. So I'm just
the thing about that is though they're gonna get Jalen Ramsey back at some point. That's why I didn't say the defense, and that's why I'm saying Tua, because when I look at what their problem could be, I think their problem could be in the playoffs and not right now. Because what the problems that are right now could be fixed, but problems in the playoffs are something that you cannot fix, and that's gonna.
Damn,
to go off of that, honestly, I'm not going to necessarily say Tua, but I will say that I am curious to see how they perform once constant pressure is in Tua's face. Like this week is a good match because they play the Bills. So obviously, I think Von Miller's healthy, right? So
nope, not playing.
He's not healthy.
He's not playing
this week is scrap. So with that said, there's two teams that I'm very interested to see how Tua plays if they play in the playoffs. And that's the Chiefs and that's the Bengals. The Bengals, I think they got a really good pass rush. Trey Henderson's a dog, and that pass rush is pretty good. And the defensive coordinator knows how to create some very good schemes. And obviously the Chiefs, with Chris Jones there, he's going to get right in this Tua's face, right up the middle, which is probably even worse than coming from the edge when it comes to Tua.
It is.
Yeah.
So that is what I'm curious about, because if they play the Chiefs and if Joe Burrow
play him in the regular season,
I think it's going to be a shootout regardless if they play those two teams. And Josh Allen's shaky, but it's going to be a shootout regardless. So how Tua handles pressure is going to be big for me, because I don't know if he's going to be able to throw off platform like some of these other quarterbacks.
Shit's pissed me off, man. Keep getting kicked out of the fucking stream.
But let's talk about what happened?
None.
Oh, I was
none.
You just ranted.
Let's move on, because it's like every time I start to give these bum ass niggas praise, they want to sell. I don't understand. When I actually want to give the Cowboys praise, so the Cowboys sell OD to the Arizona Cardinals.
Gosh.
Are we back to the same Cowboys?
Yes, the same Cowboys.
Y'all gotta chill, bro. Y'all have gotta chill.
No, guys.
Y'all not gonna make me defend the Cowboys on here, bro. Y'all not gonna make me.
I don't want to
defend the Cowboys right now, bro. Please don't do this.
Okay, cool. So you don't have
the same Cowboys.
Let me go.
I'm going to
defend the Cowboys.
I'm going to say this until I am blue in the face.
Okay.
And I don't care. I don't care because I'm about to pull my old head card. I've watched this team since I can't remember how long, have team after team stockpiled of talent, and they find every way to fail in spectacular fashion. Whether it's losing to an opponent in the middle of the regular season that they shouldn't lose to, or being dominant during the regular season and then somehow choking away a playoff game. That has literally been like this since I've been a football fan. I have said this before and I'll say it again. The last time they won anything of consequence, Tupac Shakur was walking this earth and still breathing. And they haven't sucked in between this time and now. Again, Trent, you were there for the 07 Super Bowl. Lucas, you remember it. Who won the division that year?
The Cowboys. They won 13-3. They had 11. Not gonna lie. They had 11 Pro Bowlers on one team.
They swept us, Trent. They swept us. And they lost in Jerry World. R.W. McQuarters picks off freaking Tony Romo in the end zone in the last playoff game in old Cowboy Stadium. Like, fam, we have seen this time and time again. And they have team after team just full of great players.
Oh my God!
Why are we sitting here acting like this is anything different?
Lucas, what's your issue with it?
Because, bro, what are y'all talking about? If this week did not happen, y'all would not be saying this right now, because they just had 3 of the offensive linemen injured for one game and didn't have Trayvon Diggs.
They don't have Trayvon Diggs.
That impacts. But you know what I mean, though. They had injuries this game, and they had 5 days to adjust to Javon Day's injury. Now they're gonna have more time to adjust to that, and they had 3 other starting offensive line out. So we're not giving no context no more on Dallas Cowboys. That makes no sense.
No, I'm not trying to hear that. Not gonna lie.
I'm not trying to hear that.
I'm not trying to exactly.
How many players from the Giants didn't play versus the Niners?
7, 8.
Exactly. We ain't trying to hear that shit.
Fam, the freaking Colts versus the
But
Ravens.
y'all do hear that shit for every team.
There was 7
Nah,
starters.
but it's not even the injuries.
Talking about that.
Go ahead, Josh.
Yeah, the Ravens had all those players out. No one talked about that shit.
Hey, go ahead, Josh.
I do talk about that, but y'all don't talk about anything injury-wise at all. So y'all don't care about injuries at all, I guess.
No, my whole point is this. It doesn't matter what the situation is. This has been a pattern that has gone on with this team through at least 2 or 3 different coaches and damn near 2 decades now. Like, it's literally the same story over and over and over.
You would swear Trey and Hellfire are best friends, bro. They talk the exact same.
Until they prove me wrong, I am not
so
going
crazy.
I can't lie. The Cowboys are literally just going to make the playoffs second round and lose again.
Okay.
I'm going to be dead ass serious because the Niners and the Eagles are better.
It's a pattern.
Hey, wait, hold on. All right, so Josh, go ahead. What was your issue? Go ahead.
See, like my issue with the Cowboys is not even like their injuries. It's just the inconsistency. Like their defense to me like played uncharacteristically like bad. Like giving up 28 points to the Cardinals. Like they have Josh Dobbs, Marquise Brown, James Conner. Do any of those guys move you? Let's be for real. No, they don't move you. Like their pass rush to me, besides Micah Parsons, the guys have to step up. Like DeMarcus Lawrence, they got to step up. The D tackles aren't very good, obviously. I know they drafted Molly Smith or whatever.
That's because they keep playing Jonathan Hankins for no reason. He's terrible.
He's not
getting playing time.
Like,
I don't understand.
I'm hearing this top 4 defense argument. If it's a top 4 defense, I want to see it. Giving up 28 points to the Cardinals.
I kind of feel like Dan Quinn be doing some dumbass decision. Like, why you got Michael Parsons at 2 wide? Okay, why is he there?
This is the thing.
I don't like that though.
This is the best matchup on the offensive line.
This is the thing about their defense that I noticed when I was watching that game, because I went back and watched it, and there is some truth to it because I've heard other people say it. When they're playing with a lead, that defense is disgusting because it's built to hunt. That's what they're built on. They're not
really aggressive.
Yes, they're really aggressive, but more importantly, they're not aggressive in like the old 2000 Ravens defense way, where it's like we're just gonna bludgeon you to death. Like it's just gonna be a constant onslaught of us beating you up, and eventually you're just gonna fold. It's closer to what like some of those Colts defenses look like when Peyton Manning was there, where it's like they're built to play with the lead, and they know, okay, cool. Everything we're doing is predicated on you're gonna have to throw this ball in order for you to keep up with us because we're already up 14-0. So now we just get to go play our nickel sets, play our pass rush sets, and we're just gonna hunt. When you can line up and be like, no, we're just gonna run the ball and we're gonna be the hammer. They have an issue right now.
They were running the ball right at Micah Parsons, and he couldn't stop it.
That's the thing. Like running at pass rushers, elite pass rushers, has always been kind of like an old adage because you don't want to let the guy run backside and just chase down all your runs. But for them to not be able to do anything about it, like it's one thing for you to have some issues with it because your defense is built to play with the lead. It's another thing to where like the Cardinals said, no. We gonna make Josh Dobbs look like he back at Tennessee.
And also, I think it's an issue of their offense too, because of the play calling in the red zone. They ran the ball like 3 times straight in the red zone every single time they got down there. It doesn't make any sense to me.
I could have told you.
And I'm glad
Mike McCarthy is
baby.
Hey, real quick. Also, are the Cardinals better than what we think that we are?
Well, if you thought they were the worst team in the league, then yes.
Yes,
obviously
exactly.
they're not the worst team in the league.
Don't seem like
they're still probably like 22.
Yeah,
they're not much higher.
But that's an important distinction because the idea is if they had the first pick, Caleb Williams would come to a poverty franchise that has no talent and no way to succeed. That was the assumption.
Shit.
So with that said, now what we're seeing is no, they have a good coach. They have players that are bought in, and this team can be, as they grow, they can be successful moving forward. So that is a big difference from my first interpretation versus my current interpretation, considering how they're playing. And they're playing really well, honestly.
They're just competitive in all 3 of the games that they played, and
Which
they
is
won
good,
last
yeah.
week.
They are. Yep.
That is not what I thought they were going to be this year.
No,
I thought they were just gonna. I thought they were gonna be pulling the Bears. Honestly, getting
The two worst teams I had before season, the Rams and the Cardinals, are like not the worst teams. They surprised me.
Bad. So my thing with the Cowboys, in terms of people potentially overreacting with the defense, maybe being like frauds or anything. I don't know if anybody's saying this up here, but I think that would be an overreaction. I think the defense is still good, but the formula on how to take advantage of the defense is very apparent. And the 2 best teams in the NFC can do exactly the same thing. So that's very worrying for the Cowboys. But my thing,
very bad to those 2 teams.
My thing for it, since the Giants game, is I wasn't impressed by the offense. And the Jets game, they did better, but I still wasn't impressed by the offense. And this was the opportunity to see what that pass game was really. And like Trey was talking about up here, hey, if they don't have that lead, and Mike McCarthy has to start throwing it down the field, it's looking kind of suspect. So we're going to have honestly, you could have the exact same situation with the 49ers and the Eagles. And even though the Eagles' pass game is not that great, their run game is dominant. Their defensive pass rush is dominant.
Yes.
So they're going to be right in Dak's face. And to expect that Tony Pollard is going to lead you to beat these 2 teams, that's just not going to happen.
I can't lie. The Jalen Carter pickup every week that goes by, I'm just like, bro, no way. No way the Eagles, out of all the teams, the Eagles.
look,
It's the Bears' fault. It's the Bears' fault.
The crazy thing,
No, it's the Lions.
Like,
It's the Seahawks, the Lions, the Falcons.
Yeah, but
all
I'm
those
especially
teams.
blaming the Bears, though, because it made absolutely 0 sense to pass on Jalen Carter.
Okay,
Like,
no,
none
but-
at all.
when you look at it, like Jalen Carter's off the field issues, like he's literally a walking time bomb. Like the off the field issues weigh so heavily. Like y'all don't understand. Like he's involved with a killing. Like that's so like
2 people died in a situation that he was directly involved in.
exactly.
That's just the stuff that we know. That's the stuff that's public.
It's a Jordan thing.
That's why whenever this conversation gets brought up, I'm always like, no, we cannot say.
No,
'Cause
but Trey, I agree with what you're
Jordan
saying.
thing.
Dawson,
But the thing is, I understand why he fell and everything. But like, look how good Michael Parsons is after he fell.
Look, I get it. But what I'm saying is this: the entire reason why he fell is because there was only one team that was going to be able to take on the burden of, hey, we're going to take this wayward child in and make sure he's on the straight and narrow. And unfortunately for the rest of the NFL world, it happens to be the Philadelphia Eagles, who are just in the Super Bowl because they have Fletcher Cox as their elder statesman. And they drafted all of his homies. They drafted all the dudes that was
there. Brandon Graham.
They drafted. Yes, they had. They had Brandon Graham, and you got Fletcher Cox as your elder statesman. But then you got all of his homies from college
Jordan
that
Davis
were keeping him in check while he was in school.
Nolan Smith. They got him.
And then they drafted Nolan Smith 20 picks later.
And then they drafted basically his keeper, who's Nolan Smith.
And Keely Ringo as well.
Yeah, they literally brought in Keely Ringo late. Like it was just like
It's not fair.
It's not fair. You know what?
It's not.
Life's not fair. Unfortunately.
Fuck the Eagles.
Yeah, but
But that's it.
and they still not finna make the Super Bowl.
let's talk
Crazy.
about this.
I agree. They ain't gonna make the Super Bowl. 49ers.
I agree
agree.
too. I agree. The question I asked.
Let's
Their
talk.
offense ain't moving me. I'm sorry.
Let's,
Their pass game is not moving me like that.
Okay.
it's only been 3 games.
Brandon
Yeah,
Knight can't be guarded.
I know, but like the passing game is so suspect after 3 games. Like it's
It
beyond
is.
suspect.
In 3 weeks.
Yeah, but like you have to ask yourself this question: how Steichen reliant was his offense truly?
Very.
Like it was
That
very
Colts
cycle
offense
related.
looking different, bro. That Colts offense looking different. Gardner Minshew tearing it up, and Anthony Richardson when he was in, and Jonathan Gannon is making a Cardinals defense look pretty decent.
We can't make a full assessment yet until later on because it's only been 3 weeks.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till like
I
mid-season
agree.
to start getting that.
Wait till like week 10.
Let's talk about this real quick because I think this is stupid.
Mhm.
Jets want to continue to stick around with Zach Wilson. Is it admirable or is it just dumb as hell?
Dumb as hell.
Robert Saleh.
Did you see what Colin Kaepernick said?
Oh, well, actually, let's talk. Yeah,
Yo,
we gotta talk about
that.
it.
I'm glad you brought that up, bro.
I did not see it.
This
Bro,
Kaepernick.
Colin Kaepernick. It's been almost a decade.
It's over.
Give it up.
It's over.
Give it up.
Like Colin Kaepernick. Yo,
Got
Colin Kaepernick, bro.
Got black bailed out.
Wait, can somebody tell me what he said?
Bro, he sent a full
Letter,
college essay, college letter to the Jets to say he wanted to come on as be on the practice.
You want to be on the practice squad.
Wait, how did this get released?
I think he
posted
sent
it.
J. Cole.
J. Cole signed off on it.
J. Cole.
John Harbaugh, like mad.
Jim Harbaugh, John Harbaugh, Chip Kelly, and J. Cole.
Here,
What
okay,
the
Gabe,
hell?
Gabe,
What a
I
group.
think-
Hey man,
What a
Gabe,
group.
here's the thing.
crazy.
I think Colin Kaepernick should have got a chance 7 years ago.
Yeah, yes.
Not
This is what
now.
they need, like, bro.
It's almost
Bro.
2024.
Bro, I was there. Literally, me and Trey were literally there when my dad was coaching for the Niners when he took the knee. He been gone from the league since. You're
Yeah.
good, bro. You got the bread, bro. I know you love a game of football. It's all right, but bro,
I read something he got like a $10 million settlement or something.
Like, you want me to
So
put
why
it into
can't he-
perspective?
Why can't he go to the XFL when they merge with whatever and be the best player in the league?
The USFL and XFL.
He's not even good enough for the XFL. Let's be for real. Like, let's
That's
let's
so
put it in
crazy.
perspective. Like,
That's crazy.
listen. This man Colin Kaepernick, the last time he played in the NFL down, I was in the 5th grade. Put that in perspective. He's
This
cooked.
man,
Much older.
bro, not gonna lie, I'm
Wait,
at
Josh,
the
what
point.
grade are you in right now?
I'm in 11th grade.
Damn, you a young ass.
About to go to college. Close.
Get in there.
I would say this: the Jets, they need to stop bullshitting.
Yes,
Go
thank
trade
you.
for Kirk Cousins. That's what they need to do.
That will
right
save
now.
the season. That saves the season.
That saves the season.
Kirk-
Kirk been balling. Kirk been balling.
balling. Kirk,
And you know-
That's what I'm
The
saying.
Vikings
Kirk
can do
has
it.
been balling.
because nobody want to give the respect to Kirk.
No,
I'm
Kirk's
hearing-
been balling.
Yeah, and they're still
It's
gonna go 0-17.
No.
Yeah, they're just terrible. Their defense
But it won't
is
be
god
Kirk.
They're just
awful.
terrible.
It's not
It's a
Kirk.
bad
Yeah,
team.
they're just
It's
terrible.
like, people always be trying to blame Kirk Cousins when he actually really be balling. Like, it be
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro.
I just be riding with the I just be riding with the trends and narratives about Kirk. He's actually
Facts.
That's what
Yo, I
Facts,
want
Prince.
Kirk.
because
No, Kirk's playing really good this year.
Trey always talking about he's not a part of the nasty shit. You said Kirk Cousins was never a good NFL quarterback.
That's
No.
crazy.
What?
Oh,
Yes.
that's crazy.
Even the Washington.
What?
Said he was the
Look at this
epitome of
nasty ass nigga. Look
He's
at
the
him.
epitome of average.
Look
He's
at
the
him.
epitome of average. What?
Chatting.
He's not Jimmy G, bro. Come on.
He's chatting. And you
Yo,
know what's
Jimmy
crazy?
G is average.
Crazy. Come out.
Wait,
Lucas, you
Oh,
know what's
let him
crazy
come, let him
part?
Wait,
This nigga will cape for Justin Fields, but shit on Kirk Cousins.
No.
He is leading the league in passing yards and passing touchdowns, and he's the epitome of average. Come on, bro.
Oh man.
Come on, bro.
He's
Kirk
balling
Cousins.
this year.
Who the Vikings played? Who the Vikings played the first 2 weeks?
Chargers, Buccaneers, and Eagles.
Eagles, yeah.
That is a great 3 teams to play. Like, come on, bro. Come on.
Look,
I mean, Chargers are a good team. The Bucks are
I
just
was
whatever.
literally
He should have beat the Eagles and he should have beat the Chargers. I stand by that. He should have beat both of those.
TJ Hawkinson should have caught that damn pass.
That's what I'm saying.
TJ
Justin
Hawkins
Herbert
is
threw an
not that good at
interception.
football.
I'm not
No,
gonna blame,
I-
but he threw an interception. Herbert
I
threw
want
it
the
to the
Vikings
quarterback
to tank
hand.
so
He
bad,
dropped
bro.
it and he caught a touchdown.
Yeah. It's a game of inches.
Like imagine
Exactly.
imagine Caleb Williams on the Vikings next year, bro.
That would
You think the Vikings gonna be that bad? They get the first pick.
Relax.
If they trade Kirk, yes. If they
You
trade
you really think so?
If
I don't think they're gonna
Williams-
trade Kirk though, because they have Justin
They're not going
Jefferson.
to trade Kirk.
They're not
because,
going to.
One.
Wait,
Good,
but
bro.
then again, isn't Kirk's contract up after this? After
Yeah.
the season?
Yeah,
I don't know what I
So they
heard.
might as well maximize their value right now.
Y'all know what I heard though. Y'all
That's a
know
good
like
point.
John's reported out that the Jets have like trying to acquire try to try to talk to the Giants about getting Daniel Jones?
No, that's not true, bro. That was a fake report.
It was
There's no way you thought that shit was real.
Nigga, you said it was real. Nigga, you told me it was real.
Bro,
Yes, you did.
oh my god, that was a joke, dude. Oh my
You should
god,
have kept in that ass, bro.
bro. If you all you had to do is click on the Twitter
I ain't
account,
click
you
on
would
it,
have
nigga. I
known that
was
shit was
busy, bro.
fake.
Bro, you sending fake leaks and shit. Nigga, shut up.
If the Jets get Daniel Jones, the Giants should get Kirk Cousins. I stand by this dude, bro. Come on, bro.
Hell no.
I mean, right? Bro, I'm not gonna lie.
Kirk Cousins saves the Jets season. Right now, the Jets are top 5 in the lottery.
I don't want to do that though, because I already traded Garrett Wilson away. So
Kirk Cousins does more than save their season. He puts them back in contention, in my opinion.
I low key hot take. I think they're Super Bowl contenders.
They are. They're quite.
Kirk Cousins and the Jets.
Kirk Cousins with the Jets.
Oh, I think so too. Yeah.
I know traders
I mean, that's the main issue is quarterback.
Yeah, I
That's
can't
the only
lie.
issue.
Look at Trey.
I don't know. Trey's just some nasty ass.
He's nasty, bro. Nasty, bro.
I don't.
Wait till Hellfire come up here and tell you that Kirk Cousins top 5.
Nah, Hellfire was getting nasty.
One spot below Mahomes.
It's just.
Don't go that far. But he's definitely top 10.
Trey just be nasty about Kirk.
Oh yeah.
No,
he's top 10.
okay.
Only by default though.
Don't start this because Trent be trying to put me on Front Street like we don't have long drawn out conversations about this. Like the reason why I said Kirk Cousins is the epitome of average. One, y'all can quote all the damn stats you want. If I pull up Eli Manning's all-time stats and I tell you that he's 10th all-time in passing yards and touchdowns, you know what the response to 95% of the people that I say that to? I don't care. He's still mid. So I'm not trying to hear that.
I'm not trying to hear those people.
What is that correlation for Kirk Cousins, nigga?
No.
That is the most wild comparison I've ever seen.
Yeah, what
that is so wild.
Yeah, Kirk is Eli Manning. Just come.
Okay, he's a 2-time Super Bowl champion
that's a
and
praise for
MVP.
Kirk.
Yeah,
That's a
he
praise
is.
for Kirk. Yeah, that's praise
Let's
for
go.
Kirk.
Kirk is
What
winning
I'm
2
saying
MVPs,
is this.
2 Super Bowl
Most
MVPs.
Praising a Hall. He's
Maybe
comparable to a
not
Hall
on the
of Famer.
Vikings.
And he's a Hall of Famer too. Let's
Yeah,
go.
he's a Hall of Famer. Kirk's a Hall of Famer.
Let's go.
Yeah,
But I don't understand what the but
He might. All I'm saying is this: the reason why I haven't been big on Kirk Cousins for a very long time is that he has had a long story track record of playing really well in certain situations, and then when you actually need him to play well, when things don't go right, and you like, okay, cool, I need you, sir, to make a play. He does the antithesis of that. It's been documented, and it's not just some shit that popped off in Minnesota. He did it when he was in Washington. The only reason why people gave him passes when he was in Washington is because they got so tired of RG3.
But at the same time, I agree with this. I agree to an extent. But last year, you can't make that misstatement.
Look,
and this year for sure. I mean,
I'm not saying it for this year. Trent saying it like I'm still like no.
Well, you couldn't say that to him about last year either.
You ain't, bro. You literally see all the time. Kirk Cousins is the epitome of mid.
Okay, so let me ask a question then. You said that he pretty much that he doesn't bring it in the moments that you need him. So what quarterbacks do that in the league right now?
It ain't a whole lot.
Does Herbert do it?
Then why are we having this conversation?
Because we're having this conversation because people keep trying to put Kirk Cousins in certain situations where I'm just like, no, like the prime example, the whole Super Bowl contender part. I can't go that far. And you want to know why I can't go that far? Because we literally watched this man get paid the NFL's first fully guaranteed contract to go to the Minnesota Vikings because they went to the NFC Championship with Case Keenum. And literally the simple math said, hey, we went to the NFC Championship with a backup quarterback.
Trent, you're muted.
You're muted, Trent.
Fucking context, bro.
No. What do you mean?
Like, why do you bring that up? Acting like the only reason why they really made the Super Bowl was that defense was top fucking 5.
Okay, but also, has he ever had a defense like the Jets? Ever?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, what are you saying? Like, Trey, you know damn well the reason why the Vikings was that good because they had the top defense in the league, bro.
So what? Did the defense just go away the very next year?
Yes.
Like, defenses can't get worse. You see it with the Broncos right now.
Look at the
Defense can get worse in the year.
Trey, I got a question for you, Trey. Last year, if the Vikings had a good defense, were they Super Bowl contenders?
Yes. You better not lie.
Contenders? I don't know.
They had one of the worst defenses in the league.
The only reason
Like,
why they lost
probably
to the
the
Giants
worst.
is the Giants put up 30 on them.
Daniel Jones really had a masterclass game with Richie James, Daniel Bellinger,
Isaiah
Hodgins, and Darius fucking Slayton. They have a good defense. They're blowing us out by 30.
Oh yeah.
Not even close. And you know that's true, bro.
Okay.
Like, why are we acting like we want to give context for certain quarterbacks, and then when it comes to Kirk, that's shit like it just goes out the window.
I'm talking about specifically at the time when I made these comments. I am not talking about right now.
So, Trey, so do you think Kirk is still the epitome of average?
No.
No. It changed in 3 games?
It changed in 3 games because I'm also seeing a bunch of dudes play like shit. Like,
but why would
that change? You can still be epitome of men and just have quarterbacks still fall out.
No, but he's setting the bar lower because the quarterback in the league is just trash.
Literally for the longest time, homie has been the Mendoza line. He has been the guy who has great fantasy stats at the end of the year. But if we average out all of his highs and lows, it turns out to him being average. He has moments where he looks great, and he has moments where he looks absolutely abysmal. It's just unfortunate for him that those times where he looks abysmal happen to be in critical moments like divisional games where that matters with seeding, or hey, this is a winner go home type shit. Like,
when did he do that last year?
2 years ago. Last year he cooked, right? He didn't.
When did he do that last year?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
because in that playoff game he was playing amazing.
Yes, exactly. He was playing amazing until he played perfect. Check down on 4th and 6th.
Hey, this the real
are we really gonna do this off of one play? Never do this. Y'all never do this. Ever. We never go off of one play to decide how somebody played. Never do that. So why are we doing it now? He played great in that game.
Hey, Trent. Hey, Trey. Hey, Shawnee. Hey, Nick.
No,
I don't know you other niggas. That's why I say them like that. You, what's up, my man? Josh, talk to you like the father. What's up, my man? Talk to you like
what's good, bro?
How you doing, brother?
Hey, Bama, say yo, Bama. If you hear Josh's voice, what grade do you think he's in?
Say something.
What's good, bro?
Oh yeah, nigga, you 30.
Bro, I thought he was 30 the first time I heard his voice.
He's a junior in high school.
Show me some homework. I'm dead ass, nigga.
Hold on.
Show me like that. Show me a textbook. If you really in high school, show me a textbook.
Bro, I can't log into my phone.
Bro, I got all online classes in high school.
Some opera or something, bro, because
that is so crazy.
Yo, Norman was popping, bro. He said, nigga, where your homework at, nigga? Well, Josh, when you want to show him that,
y'all niggas be lying.
What you said?
You was one of them AAU 8th graders, quote unquote, huh? Oh yeah, bro. I'm really in the 8th grade. 17 like a motherfucker.
All right, but hey, what's the name, Josh? Why you trying to show him that homework and shit? Let's move it on though, because what's the name? Talk about these Browns, because it took a while for Deshaun Watson, to pick it up, but it look like he back to regular form.
Yes.
Hey, quick question before you get into that.
I wouldn't say that yet, but he played his best game.
Go ahead, man.
Before y'all get into that, I want to say this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all boys love work so much. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. Y'all, you right back at it. That's why I salute you, Trent. You're a young hustler. But bro, shouts out to that little interview you did with Saquon, bro. That was fresh. You did your thing right there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
appreciate it, bro.
Like, you was smooth. You ain't look like no groupie. You know what I'm saying? Hey, niggas really locked in. I fuck with that, bro. I fuck with that.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Bro.
Yeah,
Make sure y'all play a choice.
W plug, man.
Man, he interviewed a historic franchise over here, bro. Come on now.
Yeah, that shit was lit. We're gonna keep
one of the best in the game, too.
I'll watch your mouth.
Lucas, you about
I'll
Shit,
say,
nasty.
don't do that.
I'll say, watch your mouth. Nah, but what's name?
I'm joking.
Y'all think Deshaun Watson is he back to regular form?
No.
not yet.
Not well. What do you mean by regular form?
So he doesn't look ass. So
He's not ass. He doesn't look ass.
He doesn't
last
look
game.
ass, but he don't look like that.
He looks about 60% of what he used to be.
Watson,
Not
yeah.
even 60. No, not even 60.
I'm about, bro. Yeah, I don't know.
50
He's
to
like
60.
40%.
I don't think y'all
50 to
realize.
60.
All right,
How good he was, bro.
I know y'all was talking about the little 24-point lead in the playoff shit, but bro, Deshaun Watson on the Houston Texans made it look like he could take a junior college team and win NFL games with them. Like, it might not be 10 games, it might not be 12 or whatever, but it's the fact that it looked like you could put shit together and you would still look somewhat comparable with the Houston Texans, Deshaun Watson. Like, that's
He won
why.
3 games.
No.
The year before. He won 3 games.
Okay, the year
with
before.
teams that go 0-16 or rosters that go 0-16 or 1-15 type shit. And even on those rosters, can we agree that? I mean, look at Matt Stafford on the what was that? He wasn't the 0-16 quarterback.
No, he got there the next year though.
The dude that was playing quarterback, he was low key ass outside of the 1900 from Calvin Johnson, but the QB play was ass, my nigga. Like,
you talking about Dan Orlovsky?
Was he the quarterback?
Damn.
He was the quarterback.
Yeah, he was terrible.
Damn.
Commentator, like the dude that's on ESPN. Yeah,
He's terrible. He was terrible.
That was the 0-16 quarterback, right?
Yeah, he was terrible.
That's it. I think that the same year, 16 was the same year where he was scrambling on the 1-yard line and he
same year.
Wasn't that the same year Megatron went for like 19?
No. Megatron on 1900 was Stafford.
He did that with Stafford.
That was like 2012.
Yeah, but Megatron still had like 1,100, 1,200 years. He was still pretty damn good.
Yeah, that was the year that Matthew Stafford threw for 5K.
Yeah.
I remember that year. Matthew Stafford did his thing. I will say for the Browns, I think, they had some bad games. First game, inclement weather, so it was like a whatever game. And then the third game, he played well. The big litmus test for me, Ravens versus Browns is going to be so interesting.
That's this week?
Yeah. Lamar Jackson, I'm curious to see how he does.
We're going to get to him later because Bama's here. We're going to get to him later. I ain't going to lie.
Deshaun Watson, if he performs well against the Baltimore Ravens, I think
I can't wait to headshot
y'all. We'll be when I'm starting to buy in.
I'm not going to lie to y'all. Browns defense looks like the best in the league right now.
Calm down.
The best?
Calm down.
Yes, they look like the best in the league right now.
They're like top 4.
You tell me I need to calm down, but I don't need to calm down. They got a defense player here on that team.
They almost gave up 30 to the Steelers.
Secondary as well.
They almost gave up 30 to the Steelers.
They have been on some great tight timing though. I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Browns. Nick Chubb was still on here. What's his name? Didn't tear. Speaking of that, the fact that he only tore his MCL is fucking ridiculous.
Crazy.
It's good news.
It's a miracle.
Best running back in the league. Facts.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it.
They're gonna miss
Jerome Ford has been good despite that. So shout out to him. He's been doing his thing on the team.
Yeah.
He was nice.
So Niners, Browns, Jets or Cowboys? Who with better defense?
Cowboys.
I'm taking the Jets defense.
Better than the Niners?
No. Niners and Browns, in my opinion, are probably top 2, but Jets or Cowboys.
What about the Patriots?
Patriots are like
Patriots
are like 5, 6, 7.
I know people don't want to hear this, but I'll tell y'all this, bro. The Cowboys are good, but their defense is really ran by Micah Parsons and Trayvon Diggs. I said this the other day, bro. I used to really fuck with the Cowboys, bro. So hear me out, bro. I said this. That defense, everybody's like, oh, that defense so good. They stifling. But I said this, bro. I was like, man, if Micah Parsons or Trayvon get hurt, bro, we really go see how good that defense really is. Because I don't think what people know what superchargers do to a motor or offense or defense. And that's what Trayvon, because everybody was talking about some Stephon Diggs locking up. He doing all this. I'm trying to tell people, I don't think y'all realize what type of security blanket Trayvon is, bro. Like, you can play all that bump and run shit when you got a nigga ball hawking over top. You could be as free as you want. You know what I'm saying? Because that net is back there. People can say what they want from that practice shit, but that was that man trying to develop a new skill, which is playing in phase. He's not an in phase corner. He played about 5 to 7 yards off the ball, and he pretty much watch you run your route for you, and he gonna run it with you, and he catches everything. So that summer shit, I'm not tripping off of that. Really, when I saw Diggs, bro, how he plays zone, bro, I was like, him and Stephon Gilmore, they was a match made in heaven, bro, because now I can sit here and do all this physical shit, but if I get beat, bro, it's somebody back there roaming. Like it's somebody, a real hawk back there roaming, bro. And they had Curse and other boy number 6 that they be laying that wood back there at safety.
You talking Donovan Wilson?
Yeah, you can kind of be as free.
Really good safeties.
Stephon walked into the same situation. So now that you lose that, you ain't got that security blanket no more, and we really finna see the Cowboys. If Michael Parsons don't get a sack, bro, it's pretty much really over with for them. That was like that. I mean, that Cardinals game. I don't know, bro. Like I said, bro, that Cowboys defense is good, but I really think they top heavy with Michael Parsons and Trayvon Diggs, bro. I don't really think that they are great, like the Niners, great unit, like top to bottom. Browns. Similar situation. Same thing with the Cowboys. Outside of Denzel Ward and Myles Garrett, you start scratching your head a little bit, like, who?
Nah, some of those.
That's not true.
It's not true. They got Dalvin Tomlinson in the mix. They got Darius Smith in the mix.
I feel
what you're
Maurice Hurst has played good for them.
Greg Newsome, Martin Emerson, JOK.
Y'all just calling that. Y'all name calling.
No, Dalvin Tomlinson.
Like, these are good players.
Dalvin Tomlinson is solid from what he did with the Giants. And
he's all right.
Trey know what I mean. Like
that was a while ago.
These are great. Those are good players, but it's like the same shit with the Cowboys, bro. They got other good players too. Why they get smacked up like that?
They don't have they don't.
Wait, it's a little different with the Browns because the guys that you're talking about, it's not like it is with the Cowboys where it's Michael Parsons, Trayvon Diggs, and you kind of filling in the pieces. Like you have guys.
Oh, DeMarco Lawrence.
They're not like real dudes on their own. Like Dalvin Tomlinson, like even with him like kind of getting up there in age as a nose tackle, he's still a dude on his own. Like that second level of that defense with Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah and like all them dudes playing it, like they can run. Myles Garrett and Zadarius Smith, they can get after you, and that secondary is really good, and they're versatile.
One of the best.
So it's like they got it a little different. It's closer to the 49ers than it is the Cowboys. But I would still say like
I'm not mad at it. Yep.
49ers, Browns, and then Jets, and then I'll probably put the Cowboys in there.
The Cowboys rely too much on turnovers, and without Trayvon Diggs, they're not going to get that.
They're not going to create as many turnovers.
No,
they're
going to have to switch. They're going to have to adjust, and if they don't, then it's going to be bad for them.
And
I'm not trying to be nasty, but y'all really think the Cowboys defense better than the Commanders?
Yes.
Listen. Let's not even.
You remember how much points? You remember how much points?
Wait, let me go get my whistle.
Yeah, I want to say, where's the whistle at? Where is the whistle?
What?
Bro, that's legit. Y'all boys.
No, we're talking about top heavy. But listen. Let me ask you a question. Ben.
No, you're good. You asked a question. Go ahead. Ask a question.
Like, what do the Commanders have on their defense besides their defensive line? Like, their defensive line is elite. I won't argue that. But their secondary is very shaky. Besides Cameron Curl in the secondary, like none of those guys are reliable. Like Kendall Fuller, he's gonna start off hot, but he's gonna fall off after that. I'm not gonna rely on Emmanuel Forbes. He's a rookie right now. He's been like up and down. Like their secondary to me is not proven. Their secondary is not that good. Their linebackers are trash. Cody Barton, you know who that is?
Yes.
A Walmart employee. No offense.
Yo,
crazy. This man called him a Walmart employee.
The man has not been good. Not been good.
Didn't every team that played them put over 20 points against them? Like, they haven't. Like, I think they're decent, but like not
this
Cowboys.
Is the definition of recency bias.
They have David Mayo.
Yeah. And there's such a definition of recency bias. The Commanders' defense being better.
That's just crazy. I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. But you know who we should talk about in terms of defense? them Kansas City Chiefs.
They're playing really
That
good
defense is on the rise. Since week 1, they have been impressing me on how they perform. The DBs, the young DBs since last year, got way better this year. They're all doing a very good job. McDuffie, Watson doing a good job. Obviously, Snead's going to do his thing.
Yeah,
Bolton holding it down as going to be one of the better linebackers in the NFL moving forward.
Nick Bolton is
Nick Bolton's that guy.
He's great.
He's a guy. He like people were talking about him like top 10. Like I don't care. He solidified top 10 middle linebacker.
Look, he comes down here like this.
Yes.
He comes down here fast.
He's solidified, bro. He's him. Nick Bolton is.
And then Chris Jones came back, and
they're using him so crazy.
Timing. He's going to be in the Defensive Player of the Year conversation, just like Micah Parsons is, just like TJ Watt is. So, man, that defense.
Myles Garrett, TJ Watt.
I mean, bro, they're using Chris Jones like crazy. They're putting him on the edge.
Chris Jones is just going crazy, Lucas. He's just putting him. He wants his money everywhere. No, to be honest, Chris Jones is going crazy. He going crazy. He want that bread. Chris Jones want that 4-year, $120 million.
They're treating him like they used to do
so
JJ
crazy
Watt.
by Grande. That's so crazy.
Grande Jones is foul.
That would be fire though, Trento.
That's crazy.
That would be funny as hell.
That would be
For
funny.
Halloween.
It's when we gonna have? I'm not. Let me react this. So, is there any? Do y'all think that Chris Jones is better than Aaron Donald?
No.
Same tier.
No, but
right now.
But let me say this: Chris Jones is closing the gap. He's closing the gap. Fast.
I think Aaron Donald and Chris Jones, for like interior D linemen, you want to call them, are on their own tier. Like those two are above everyone, and I don't think it's close.
Based off of all what you bitch ass niggas be saying on Players' Choice, they have the same stats at the end of their career. Chris Jones is better because he's taller and bigger.
Nigga, what?
Oh my god, here we go.
Bitch ass nigga.
Bro, what are you talking about?
Bama,
Mr.
Wait, who are you talking about? Who are you talking about?
Little Sandman, what are you talking?
Who are you talking to?
Because you saying is Chris Jones better than Aaron Donald, and Aaron Donald's 6 foot and Chris Jones is 6'6".
Oh
so based off of
what are you on right now?
Come on. Who uses Bama? Who uses height?
Are you talking about the Luka Doncic, Trae Young stuff? Is that what you're talking about?
No. I've been on this show.
Are you talking to this, Ray?
I've been on the internet with these
niggas. To me because I said Aaron Donald's the best defensive tackle ever.
He is.
Yes, like what?
I'm not tripping off you. You have a brain.
Bama, who are you talking to?
Bama, who are you talking about?
I need him to name names.
Somebody's got to be using that.
With all these folks up here that have been on Players' Choice, they usually say the bigger the athlete, the better the athlete. So, based off of their logic, because you know I'm short, and that shit hurt my feelings. That shit hurt my feelings, bro.
Bama, let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck.
Who's using that?
Bama, let's keep it a buck. That old bigger, faster, stronger argument, that shit was dead 5 years ago, bro. Nobody uses that shit no more, bro. That shit got put to dirt. Using that bigger, faster, stronger argument don't mean
That's
shit.
Why y'all praise DK Metcalf.
I'm just saying, bro. I was up there politicking with Chill, and he was just breaking down why bigger players are just. I mean, I see where he's coming from, of course, because radius. Like, if you think about a receiver, like, of course, because I'm thinking about me myself personally. They had said something. What was the conversation? It was something like kind of comparable. It was like Steve Smith, and it wasn't nobody like OD,
like Brandon Marshall. Like that?
They didn't say like Steve Smith and Megatron or some shit. It was like Steve Smith, but another good big receiver, like
like
Michael Irvin or some shit. And in my head, I'm like, bro, I'm fucking with Steve Smith, because he was a dog. But how chill, bro. You know how talk. You feel me? He break it down. He do 6'4". You know what I'm saying? Think about if two players
we're talking about
doing
Showtime
this,
right now.
Think about how easy it is for somebody.
I'm gonna be honest with you,
Bam.
I'm gonna be honest with you on some real shit. I know you a Cowboys fan in the heart because I know you have a fucking Cowboy jersey. You're a Cowboy, but don't take this. Don't get mad at this. Michael Irvin is not a top 20 receiver of all time. I hope y'all know this, right?
He is.
No,
on cocaine alone, he a top 20. My fault.
Not top 20. Interesting.
Yo, Bama, you are different, man.
That is so
bad. Y'all already know he's the reason they call them boys cocaine cowboys. We ain't even finna play. Trey no. Cocaine Cowboys.
Cocaine Cowboys. Oh man,
That's
Hey, man.
hilarious.
that's why LT's a goat. Everybody knows
Yeah,
that.
I'll probably say what you said. I remember I seen that video. It's not ridiculous. You feel me? Like, cause Michael Irvin was up there bugging, talking about some receiver harder to play than DB. You a fucking fool. Nigga.
Yeah, he a fool for that.
I mean, they are receivers though. They're gonna say that.
You
They're
were
not
not
even- but
before
you gotta
they
be
got beat on them.
objective,
That
though,
was the
like-
case.
They're not gonna be objective.
That's
If they play position for 10, 15 years, they're gonna say that.
Richard
Yeah,
Sherman.
but he even said that you
I
got to
played
catch the ball with
fullback
your
my whole
body
life.
instead of
I'm
your
not
hands.
finna
It's
get up
like,
there and be
bro,
like fullback hard, bro.
You only, but that,
I get that. I get it. I get that.
but Riddell, the reason why he's saying that he's coming from a completely different era. Back then, yeah, you couldn't reach out and extend for every catch over the middle. You want to know why? Because Steve Atwater was waiting to blow your intestines out of your body.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
No, I get it, but so at the very least, you should understand. Okay, that was your era, but now understand that this era, there's no way you're making that claim that catch with your body is better than catch with your hands.
Nah,
Hey,
Shoney,
hey,
them
hold on,
boys
wait.
got it. They got it.
Evaluation. You said I can't name 20. All right. I'm gonna go down the rabbit hole because I'm
Get
gonna
the
go down the
list.
rabbit hole real quick.
20
Yeah,
is
right.
crazy though, Trent. 20
I'm,
crazy.
watch this. Yeah, make sure. Yeah, make like what Grande said. Make sure y'all like the damn video. But let me. What's his name? Let me name these 20. So, and y'all counted too: Randy, Rice, Julio, AB, Tyreek Hill, Larry Fitzgerald, Calvin Johnson, Marvin Harrison, Chris Carter, Jettas, Andre Johnson, Devontae Adams, Steve Smith, Tio, Isaac Bruce, Tim Brown, and then how many is that right now?
That's 17.
That's 17. I'm not gonna lie to you, Michael Irvin is not better than Odell, so that's Odell. That's 18.
You
not
bugging
bad.
right there.
you're
He's not
bugging.
better.
You're bugging.
He's not better than him.
Your talent,
He's not better than him. He's not better than him.
Is he better
Honestly-
than Brandon Marshall?
No. And did I say Ocho
Brandon
Cinco?
Marshall wasn't that good.
No, yeah,
That's
they
what
said
I'm
Ocho
talking
He said
about.
Cinco.
He didn't include
Jack Johnson.
Ocho.
The,
Unless-
the,
unless
the
he-
more and more Brandon Marshall
Did you say
talk, the
Marvin
more and
Harrison?
more he
Yes.
Oh,
gets.
hold
I'm
on.
not
Yeah, I said
gonna-
Marvin. Okay, DeAndre Hopkins. What's that?
Oh, yeah, D-Hop's pretty good.
Yeah.
Trey hates D-Hop, so I'm not going to listen to Trey. Trey hates D-Hop.
That's 20 easily.
If you wanted to say
He
Antoine,
said Dion washed.
That's 20. That's
Say
20.
Steve
And
Smith?
let me ask you. And then let's be honest with you. Is Michael Irvin better than Stephon Diggs?
Oh my god, we're getting
Chill.
Oh my God, he's not.
We're getting nasty. We're getting
yeah,
nasty.
I do relative to era, and
Nah, bring
yeah,
up.
that's why I can't agree to this.
Bro, Michael
saying-
Irvin
Bro,
cleared a lot of them dudes.
This
bro.
is
He
what
cleared-
y'all lose me on.
cleared
Y'all niggas say relative to era and then pick and choose because we want to use relative to era. Where the fuck is Don Hudson ranked at?
that's crazy.
Them
That's
niggas
crazy.
not up there.
Don Hudson, like, we
Don
talking
Hudson-
about, like,
Don Hudson in his era not crazy.
The only old heads I really be hearing that get compared, like regardless of era, bro, is that white boy Steve Largent, Harold Carmichael, and it's like one other nigga. Like, bro, that when you like be searching for niggas like that, it's like, yeah, I mean, shit, bro, that's like some real nerd shit, bro. But we already know like which ones transcend time, bro. Like it's like the same three niggas, Steve Largent, Harold Carmichael. It's like
Yeah,
another dude,
Here's
bro.
my
Like,
thing, though, Bama, because this is where like the relative to argument lose me up. If you're gonna do that for those players, you have to do that for every other player. And
Yeah, but
no,
I
the
don't
reason
mean
why
that-
you can't.
You're
Well,
not
Yeah.
going to
Don
do that
Hudson,
because
though,
you know,
like,
But
Bama,
other
you know
positions
you're not
will
going to
translate
do
better than other will.
You
I
know,
have
why,
a rule.
you know why you're not going to do that for every other player? Because they're not as good as the other player. Like you're not telling me Michael
Nah.
Irvin's better. You're not telling me Michael Irvin's better than Tyreek Hill. You're not
It ain't
telling
even
me.
that, Trent. It ain't even that, bro. It was like when you watch. So them players like Steve. Now I realize what them folks be talking about. It's like, yeah, some of them players might not have the numbers, or it might not be comparable based off of this, bro. But when you cut on the tape, bro, and you watch that shit, bro, it was just like, damn, bro, Steve Largent might be the most different white boy I ever seen. Like Larry Bird, like this might be the most different white boy I ever seen, bro. Like, so you know he transcends time. Like, bro, we know what white people are in sports. You know when you saw Larry Bird and Steve Largent, like, oh yeah, them is the different white people right there. Like, yeah, Yeah, I don't know what white person that was, but they was different.
Cooper Kupp. Is that how you feel the same way about Cooper Kupp?
At first, he keep getting hurt though. Now at this point, it's
But
like,
I'm saying though, but
he's the white Michael Thomas.
That's crazy.
Wow. I do want to say something. Though.
That's the white Michael Thomas.
Because Michael Thomas always gets the injury tax slander. When are we gonna start doing that for Cooper Kupp?
Nah, he gets injured a lot. It's the same with OBJ. OBJ gets injured a lot.
He's only not been injured for 2 seasons, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
OBJ literally has been hurt every season of his career, bro. Except that one season.
He's kind of cooked, bro. Not gonna lie.
Lucas, you say I'm being nasty, Lucas, but also I'm genuinely asking y'all, what the fuck does Michael Irvin do better than Stephon Diggs?
So look, so his claim to fame is running that. His claim to fame is running that slant route. And that's why they call him the playmaker. So he got the playmaker. So
shut your ass up with that playmaker.
Nah, bro. It ain't no shut your ass up, Trent. Nigga, you didn't play ball, bro. You didn't play ball, my nigga. If it's 3rd and 8 or 3rd and 3 or whatever, bro, and a nigga know you about to run a slant route, but you still break open on the slant route, nigga, and you pick up the first down or touchdown at least 70% of the time, my nigga. Like, bro, you a dog, Trent.
Yeah, I feel you, but here's
bro.
But
you
man,
ain't gotta run the whole route tree. But
Chad Johnson used to tell corners what route he was fucking running.
And I get that, bro. Ocho Cinco, my top, bro. That's really one of them ones, bro. I'm not giving you no pushback on that. Like, he one of them ones, bro. Like, but the playmaker, bro, like to sit there and say, like, bro, listen here.
Michael Irvin is nice as fuck. Don't get it twisted, but I'm saying this though.
Diggs had a game where he got like 7 yards.
It lacks so much context, bro, and you know it do, bro.
It is, but it ain't, bro. I just told you, man. This man can just run a slant. This man can just run a slant and get money.
You know why I don't want to hear that, bro? When you have another elite player around you, you're not gonna be able to get double like that. You have to worry about fucking Emmitt Smith, that offensive line, going for a touchdown almost every fucking play.
They passing the ball.
Shit. I ain't gonna compare that to
worry about Emmitt Smith. You're not gonna worry about Emmitt Smith on no pass play.
What, nigga?
Okay, that's fair.
Do you know what a play action mean?
I get what you're saying, but now that's a nasty, bold claim to say, like, oh, he really lived off the play action. Like,
well, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying you say they not relying on Michael. And hold on, real quick, let me say this, Quan. Shut your ass up, because Joe Burrow played ass in that game. It was just raining. What are you saying? Like, I don't know why. I don't know. Like, nobody's lacking content. I just don't want to keep it a buck with Joe Burrow when he's playing. You know what, Bama? You know I don't want to hear that cash shit. When Josh Allen messed up his elbow, y'all was saying he was on the field playing. So Joe Burrow's on the field, he playing, right? So I want to hear that energy, bro.
But look,
hey man, I give grace to quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? I do.
I don't want to take over a Trent, bro. This is why I say you being nasty, bro. Keep it real, bro. Money on my Dukes locked up by the Taliban, bro. You need one drive, bro.
What? You say all that? Like what?
Listen, for real though. My Dukes locked up by the Taliban, bro. You need one drive. You gonna go Butter Mayfield or you gonna go Joe Burrow?
Why are you? Who talked about?
Nah, because that's what I be trying to tell y'all. This is why I say.
Time out. It's obviously Joe Burrow, but why did you bring up Baker Mayfield? Why you bring up Butter Mayfield?
All right. Matt Stafford or Joe Burrow?
Joe Burrow? Probably. I don't even know. That's hard.
But now
it's a toss up, bro. Not gonna lie.
But what I'm saying though, when you get to thinking about that question, I ain't talking about a whole game, my nigga. This is why I say Joe Burrow get that leeway based off the question what I just asked, bro.
But you compare to Matthew Stafford and fucking
no. But I'm just saying you can walk. I ain't finna just compare him to the other quarterbacks. Of course, my nigga. Like, come on, bro. Like, we ain't gotta do that. We know what's up with Mahomes, Brady. We know what's up on. We know what's up. So I ain't even gotta talk about them. Yeah, I'm talking about them dudes who we kind of. Oh, bro, if it was them, we'll be on them. All right, bro, we'll talk about them QBs right there, bro.
Hey, hold on. My dudes. Let me answer this. What fucking concept am I lacking for Michael Irvin? He's not that good of a route runner. He had great hands. His yak was okay. He's just not as good as what these players and I think are better in the top 20. What context do I need to fucking what context am I lacking? I don't understand, y'all. What context am I lacking? Like, that shit don't make no sense.
That you a Cowboys hater.
Yes.
Not the chat.
I'm not even a Cowboys hater.
I'm
for real.
reeling it back
I love
in.
CD.
I'm a Cowboys hater, but I don't want them to ever win a Super Bowl.
That's not fair. CD doesn't count, man.
I mean, this thing. Hey, nigga, I used to rock with Felix Jones of all these. Trey, no.
Yeah.
I'm lying.
This here.
That was
28. 25
All right, Hollywood,
years of
chill out,
not being
Hollywood.
able to make the
You get it?
divisional is unacceptable.
You said
You
what?
said what?
25 years of not being able to make the conference championship is unacceptable, bro. That's
a bunch
crazy,
of frauds
bro.
over there. Not gonna lie.
Not trying to hear
Fraud.
that shit.
I literally said this earlier about the Cowboys. The last time they won anything of consequence, Tupac Shakur was alive. Like, I don't know why. I don't know
That's
why.
wild.
I don't know why we're doing this. I really don't. Like, it's the same. It's the same formula, just different players. It's new faces.
Wait.
Instead of Tony Romo, it's Dak Prescott.
Riddell, you said this?
No, he said Saquon said Emmett is GOAT.
Oh, right. No, he didn't, nigga.
I thought he said Barry.
How you watch the Mookie? How you watch the video and still say, "Oh my God, Mookie"?
Because it was
Saquon.
You can't.
It was words up there. He can't read.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, y'all Louisiana education. I'm glad we moved up out of that shit, Trey. Because y'all, Mookie, how you watch the video and still he say Saquon's the best running back, and you can't even spell. Who the fuck is Shaquan? Who the fuck is Nene? How you talking about?
That's a Shaquan, bro.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on.
But real shit though, quick. I just want to reel it back in.
Mm-hmm.
What I was just saying with the my Duke shit. So based off of that's why we give Joe Burrow that leeway, bro. You know when it boiled down time to win the game, bro, he is gonna pull through, bro. He is gonna X out all that bullshit what you just saw through the first 3 quarters and 54 minutes, right? And he is gonna turn into Tom Brady.
Cap.
And Jamar Chase is going to turn into Jerry Rice magically. I don't know how they do it. They just magically do it together.
Remember when you said? Remember how you was trying to shit on Joe Flacco's clarifying? You was just saying he was just throwing the guy.
He was throwing.
No, Matt. Wait, I'm saying. Hold on. The reason why I say that because you say like I don't know, bro. Because when damn, we got headache gang in the building. Niggas really got headache gang in the
I told y'all come, Trent.
What's up, twin?
Building.
What up? I told y'all come, Trent.
I appreciate you coming out. Actually, man, we gotta move this shit on because we gotta. I'm glad. I think J-Rob put up in the right moment because
what happened?
Hey, Ohio, go Cougs, nigga. Talk about that fucking duo, man. Tank Dell and CJ Stroud. What with me and J-Rob would be quiet.
Yeah.
I told y'all, Bama, I know you walked some of this shit back, but told y'all CJ Stroud is probably gonna be this best. It's only up 3 games though, so I'm gonna keep that in mind. But
I'm chill.
The best quarterback. I said he's gonna be the best
rookie of the year.
That's right now for me, leader. He's the leader, especially because quarterbacks always
like think about it. This dude CJ Stroud is throwing the ball like 30, 40 times a game.
Thank Lucas. Thank you.
He's gonna have like 4,000 yards.
He's gonna have a Justin Herbert like rookie year.
And I said, don't be surprised if Tank Dell is a dark. I said, don't be surprised if Tank Dell is a dark horse offensive rookie of the year.
Yes.
Can I just say this? Because I was at work, bro. Mm-hmm. I will say this. Yes, CJ Stroud, Tank Dell, balling. Yes, they are. I'm not debating that. I give y'all credit. You've been saying this shit since Players' Choice college football, Trent, and that doesn't exist anymore. I will give you that. CJ Stroud, you've been on this meat for a minute. I will give y'all that too. But this is what I say, bro. They are benefiting from the situation they walked into, bro. Everybody up under in that Houston organization outside of 50, 100-mile radius, maybe 100 mile. We get 100 mile, but I'll say 50-mile radius understood that this organization is a work in progress. They never gave that organization time. This is the first time in history we've seen an NFL franchise be like, okay, we committed to the Joel Embiid process. Instead of signing a coach for 4 years, Trey, we signed D'Amico Ryans for 6.
6 good ones.
They gave Lovie Smith 2. They gave D'Amico 6. So that entails in my mind that the owners understand, bro. If we want to be one of the blue bloods of the NFL, bro, it's gonna take some time to do this.
But what's Frank Reich's contract and Shane Steichen?
That don't matter. We starting at the top. We build top down in the league, top down.
But I said AR was gonna be a dog too.
But no,
I feel like all
right now, J-Rob hitting on all cylinders.
Stay with me. Hold on. Stay with me. We talking about CJ
That
and
was
Tank.
nasty as hell. I ain't gonna lie.
For them to walk into a situation like this where it's no expectations, but to be better than what we've already, bro. As a young cat, bro, that's what you want, bro. Because at the end of the day, they gonna embrace the fuck ups. Because they look at them as growing. These is learning lessons. So now, instead of having expectations of fuck, bro, we need you to hit this pass so we can get to the playoffs, bitch.
But my only issue with this is like
Now
you're making it sound like the other rookie quarterbacks are not under the same situation where all they have to do is
say,
better than they were.
Right now, the
Carolina Panthers shit show, bro. That shit is a shit show over there, bro.
No, it is, but bro, that's we not.
Andy Bolton went crazy.
Fuck you, trade. What you trade? DJ, man, stop playing, bro. Why is y'all playing, bro?
We have to like Adam Thielen didn't go nuts this last week.
My Madden franchise, Adam Thielen won.
Let J-Rob get this off there real quick.
Adam Thielen been a number 2 since he walked in the league. Don't do that.
He was okay. All right, I'm gonna leave
wait, come on, hold on.
Wait, in 2017 he was number 2.
I wanted to.
Wait, come on.
In 2017 he was a number 2.
He wasn't wide receiver 1 on the Vikings?
When Diggs was still up and coming, he wasn't wide receiver 1.
They had Stephon Diggs, and what did they do? The first opportunity they got, found another one.
Got better.
Okay, so what does that have to do with what we're saying, though?
What that has nothing to do with what we were saying about Adam Thielen.
I said he was
Adam
going to
Thielen was
number 2.
number 1.
What is it? What is that? That doesn't negate what
you
I
said. He's been a wide receiver 2 since he walked in the league, and also
that isn't true.
Since he was
no,
it's not true.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Diggs wasn't better than Adam Thielen.
Who?
In 2017, like Adam Thielen had like 1,300 yards, and Diggs was still up and coming.
Yeah, Thielen was a 1 for a little bit.
Even a little bit. 2019.
I'm not.
It took Diggs a little bit to get that.
Hey, go ahead.
Look at Diggs.
All I was going to say was, Bama, I'm not saying that that Bryce ain't going to be not good, but when we were first talking about these players, I picked CJ Stroud to be the better overall prospect.
Twin, I love you, but I know you be sneak this, and you a Bama hater, bro.
I am, but I've never sneaked this Bryce Young, though. Have I ever sneaked
both of y'all? Trent, too.
I've never sneaked this Bryce Young.
That's why I literally in this debate shit, bro. Trey, like, literally my favorite nigga, even out of Fluent. Like, that nigga is the only nigga I know that keep it 1K through all this shit, bro. And even if he say some shit that I disagree with wholeheartedly, I know that nigga really did his motherfucking research. You feel me? So it's like,
but
I gotta
like
respect
Young,
it.
bro.
Trey, you say some shit I don't like, you a bitch ass nigga, bro. But at the end of the day, nigga, I know you do your research. Trent and J-Rob, I know for a fact, bro, them niggas just really be being fuck niggas, bro. Like, I know that, bro. Like, I know deep down, bro. Like, I know, like, deep down, that nigga laughing on the inside a little bit, bro. They be
no, I'm not.
J-Rob definitely laughing. J-Rob definitely laughing.
I love y'all, bro. I love y'all. That's why I love y'all so much, bro. Trey, I really feel like I'm y'all third brother, bro. Like, I love that little nigga so much, bro. But I know he be trying to get a reaction, bro. I'm like,
I'm not,
that
though.
nigga
That's
really,
the
that
thing.
nigga selling my spirit, bro. Like,
No, you
I'm
say that,
real, bro.
Emma, you say that, bro. You only saying that because of all the wild shit you say, and we all just disagree on it. Like, bro, let's not forget when we had this Bama Ohio State quarterback convo last year. On record, you literally say, "Oh, Ohio State plays fucking car salesman and fucking Walmart."
Yeah, you definitely did.
He keep piling out saying crazy shit, bro.
He did say that.
Now when CJ Stroud balling out from that place and you play car salesman,
you gotta give us a dissertation about why Bryce Young's situation is worse.
Okay,
Like, all I'm saying is, bro, could we just? I just want to
Wait,
I
ain't gonna lie. The
I
year
like
y'all
Bryce
had
Young.
Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson.
Bro, we had
Y'all
an
had
NFL
another
locker
nigga.
room. We had an NFL
Y'all
locker
had
room.
another.
Yes.
No, nigga, y'all had a motherfucking USA 4x4. Nigga. What was the average speed of the motherfucking Big Ten back then, nigga? Fuck out of here. Y'all playing car salesman with motherfucking track team out there. That's unfair.
I mean, ask Georgia about that track team. Shit, they wasn't no carsmen, no carbs,
man, them
sealers,
niggas
and all
is
of that.
2 injuries away from having.
That was an NFL defense.
Man, they 2
All right, what's the
injuries
next
away.
topic?
Wait, can I just wait?
Before we get off,
I didn't even get my shit on, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Trey.
J-Rock, go ahead before you go, Trey.
I'm like, yo, can I just like Bama? Like, you just couldn't let us praise our guy. Like, I couldn't just praise my guy. But when Tua's been balling out of control, I done told you niggas. I've been telling you niggas about Tua. You had your moment, bro. And it, like, some moments come sooner than others, bro. It clicks for some guys faster than others, and situations matter. And I think Trey hit it on the nose in the Telegram. Shout out to Trey. They're doing things in Houston to make him comfortable. Even though he's passing it 35 plus times, he's having 7-man protection, 8-man protections. He's having time to figure it out. And I said, I thought he was the best thrower of the football between Bryce and Anthony. That's no discredit. I think Anthony's arm is stronger, but I think in terms of just arm talent and accuracy, I thought he was an edge above Bryce Young. When he's hot, I think he could be as dynamite arm talent wise as any quarterback, bro. He makes some elite level throws. He is throwing in windows right now. He is literally showing off a level of arm talent. And I love that he even using his legs when he needs to. But he is a pocket passer in this league. And so Absolutely. I just said, I was a guy who said I thought he could throw for 4,000 because you know what? The one thing CJ reminds me of with the Texans and the type of trust he has, you remember how Joe Burrow got thrown the playbook and they was having him throw 30, 40 times before he tore his ACL? I think they doing the same thing with CJ. I think they believe in his ability to process this information. And all of those people who thought he was going to be an idiot over a Wonderlic test, clear as day, look like CJ Stroud brain is in the right place when it comes to the game of football. And I'm just happy that I'm seeing my guy balling because this Ohio State curse thing, you know, I just feel like we want to get rid of that. And also, Trent, I'm taking a plea on Justin Fields for real. I'm just letting you know I'm taking a big plea on Justin Fields, man. I'm taking a big plea on him, bro. I'm taking a big plea on Justin Fields, bro. I'm taking a big plea, Trent. I'm taking a big plea, bro. Listen, Justin Fields is being right now a product of a team that has historically done terrible jobs with the position of the quarterback position. Historically. Now, all I want to say is first, 2 things can be true. Justin may have a lot of things to work on. Organization could also be dog water. And so all I'm going to say is my dog, Justin Fields, I hope they free him from the shackles, which is the Chicago Bears. And he's allowed to get with an offensive coordinator that can tap into that talent because I still believe that man could be a starter in this league. And I'm going to still claim him. I'm going to stick beside him. And the same way, Bama, you know, we thought Tua might have been Rocky. This right guy came in to teach him the game of football like Mike McDaniel. It gets like that. So, you know, I'm doing the same for Justin Fields. I'm copping a plea.
Right, he could ball out against the Broncos this week. I'm kind of banking on it.
Free Justin, man. Free Justin.
Y'all just think Tua ass, huh?
No, I love Tua. I'm just saying I'm sticking beside my guy's development, bro.
Speaking of the Bears, you know, I had to bring my dog, Chicago Bears fan, my dog DJ from Discord.
Yes, sir. DJ was good, bro.
Say what's good. You know, you told me when we talk about this.
DJ be in my Discord too. We be playing.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, facts. Yo, wait, you hear us, DJ? What you say? Speak real quick, DJ.
Nope.
Oh, I can't hear you.
No, yeah. Cook.
You might as well.
All right, y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool. What's good with y'all?
The Bears, you told me you had a, what's the name? Let's talk about the Bears. So, get your shit on.
So I wanna put Justin Fields to the side right fast. Like I still he still deserves his blame. I don't want to get it twisted. Like he deserved everything that's coming this way, as far as like his play and shit. But I'm gonna start with the top. So management, front office. I'm gonna start with the coach because Matt Eberflus, he was supposed to be like a defensive guy. That was just a mojo over there in Indianapolis with the coach and shit. And right now we can't get a stop on defense, man. Like in 3 games, we only got 1 sack. Like in those 3 games, like we're not getting no pressures. We're not getting off the field. Like bro, it's bad right now. Like everything. And another thing, as far as like Justin Fields and shit, like he a 1-read quarterback. Like Trent them, they was telling me this. Like Warnock, Trent, like people in the Discord, they was telling me, but I thought this year I was gonna see a jump, but right now I ain't seeing it. But I'm gonna say this: I do feel like it's a product. I don't think it's all on Fields. I feel like he's a product, like J. Rob said, he a product of the situation and shit, like what's going on. And yeah, bro, like I feel like they need to go. Like Eberflus, Luke Gessie. Like we brought in Luke Gessie just because he was Aaron Rodgers' quarterback coach, but he's never been an offensive like coordinator like a day in his career, so he don't have like no experience with that. I don't want to make it seem like I'm giving Fields excuses, but I feel like he's not the only problem like with the Chicago Bears. It's like it's starting with the top and it's making its way down.
Top down, bro.
All right,
I feel you, bro. I'm not here to slander Justin Fields.
Like like Trent, can I say one thing, bro? Did you watch the Bears and the Chiefs game? Did you watch it back?
Yeah, I watched it back.
Bro, tell me how many plays you saw them double team Chris Jones at least one time, or at least attempt to block him. Show me one, Trey. You watch film. Show me one play, just one play where they tried to double team Chris Jones. Just one. I don't know. Bro. I don't know if somebody needs to be told that one of the 5 best defensive linemen in all of football is coming to town, and we maybe need to block him because he will literally destroy our interior. But I guess nobody got the message, like this is the same guy that had 2 Godfather agents next to him as he was holding out for money because he's that type of guy. He's, nobody wanted to see that coming, right? So, top down, brother.
Also, too, though, can I just say this, DJ? You don't think, like, just hear me out, twin. You don't think that quarterbacks can be shell shocked? Like, even when it's people open, you so shocked. To allude to what J-Rob said, well, y'all be letting the best players in NFL football go one-on-one on me and beat me up for 2 quarters. And then you be like, oh, dude, it's a dude wide open. Like, boy, I'm so shell-shocked. You letting
I've been running for my life,
Chris
bro.
Jones, these crazy-ass D-tackles go one-on-one. I'm so shell-shocked. Well, I don't even see DJ right now. I can't see him.
All right.
I see a hospital bed.
Wait, Josh, what'd you say, bro?
Bro, I might be hearing all that shell shock stuff. Like,
Oh,
I'm not trying to hear none of that.
J-Rod, that's Josh Day.
I'm not even trying to hear none of that. I'm not trying to hear none of that because Justin Fields felt like no.
I'll say this on the internet. I'll say this on the internet. I ain't got no reason to lie to y'all.
Bro, Josh looked like Lil Tecca, bro.
Oh, that's
crazy.
Bro, my boy Justin, this is not Josh. This is not at all what I expect you to look like, Josh. Like that, you look mad young. But your voice is
still
mad.
ain't show me his homework.
I know.
He still ain't show me his homework,
bro. Voice 40 years old though.
Yeah. I don't know what happened, bro. My
crazy, bro.
Yo,
I thought he was using a. I thought he was using like a
voice changer.
Yeah. I had no idea his voice.
Bro, the next Star Wars that comes out, bro, you have to narrate the beginning of Star Wars, bro.
No, nigga, you need to play Morgan Freeman.
Far away.
Yeah, you gotta do them commercials.
Bro, literally, you need to at some point in your life, actually, no bullshit, Josh. You need to consider narration at some point in your life, bro, because that voice, brother, can be on a lot of movies. I'm telling you, people gonna think your voice a filter, gang. It is dead not. This the real deal.
Or you could sing country. You can do that too.
Hey,
you could sing country.
But real shit though, J-Rob. Because that's why I say, Josh, this is why I can't get with it. You and play defense, Trey and play defense. Nigga, we play UNC Pembroke, but they number 2 defense in D2, boy. Boy, I call it pass, boy. It's like 8-9 nigga. Boy, hit me at the same. Boy, hard though. It was pause. But like they 11 hats to the ball type shit, J-Rob. Like real life, bro. Like made that shit.
Why you gotta say pause?
It made it unpleasurable. You feel me? J-Rob know what I'm talking about, bro. You know what
I'm making it worse. Oh my god.
It feel like they know your plays type shit, bro. Like they really like, you know what I'm saying?
Because you ain't dominating you in the game.
R3, they flicking that motherfucker every play. It's like, bro,
Okay,
All right, bro.
eight niggas really flicking R3, bro. You can't, bro.
Nah, his sticks. All
that
his
shell
sticks.
shock shit really is crazy.
So you
Y'all
think?
playing,
So what
bro.
you trying to say? You think?
Nah,
you
I
think
feel you.
Fields?
I
You
feel
think
you.
Fields shell
He
shock?
basically saying that Justin Fields got PTSD.
Wait, let me
Exactly.
Exactly. Yes.
Go ahead,
yes.
Drake.
Wait, so is he cooked? Like, is he just
Wait,
cooked? Is that
Drake,
what
go
we're
ahead,
saying?
Drake, go ahead.
let me get in on this because I've been an avid Justin Fields defender, and I've been watching these.
Laser.
Josh, fight children. Don't play with me.
Fight children is crazy.
You what?
Fight children is crazy.
You what?
What?
I fight kids.
Yo, can we talk about Sean Payton?
Hold on, we already talked about.
Yo, we already talked about that.
Let me.
Hey,
Man, J
Nah,
Rob
we
wants
good.
to slander Sean Payton on
Wait,
every show,
Drake,
bro.
He deserves what's coming to him.
Let me get to the Justin Fields part
New
because
topic.
I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna just say this about the Chicago Bears. Everything needs to be blown up. All of it. It needs to go. Justin Fields, get him out there.
Trade him.
He is now.
Everybody, bro. Everybody.
Look, I'm gonna just say this.
Wait, but they got Tremaine Edmonds.
They can't even use him.
Right.
They don't even know how to use him.
Edmonds not doing it.
I just want y'all to know. I just want y'all to know. I want
Hey, Trey, but hold on.
Glazing.
Wait, but okay, but would it change your mind to know that he's 6'5"? Would that change your mind?
Yo, he's mad petty, bro.
Hey, what did he say? What did he say?
Nah, 'cause
Would
he
that
was
change your
great,
mind
'cause
on
he-
Tremaine Edmonds if you knew that he was 6'5"?
Nah, 'cause
Tremaine
Trey-
Edmonds.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
Trey
linebacker.
was
Without
hyping
him.
the Tremaine Edmonds and he was talking about his height and shit in OD.
Bro, but like to Trey's defense, bro, Tremaine Evans is not bad. They're not using him the right
He's
way.
not, yeah, he's actually a good linebacker. He's a
They're-
damn good
like
linebacker.
he's a really good
Should've
player.
kept Roquan Smith.
Trey,
Bro,
talk
he
about
not-
the film.
No,
What does the
that's-
film tell you?
that was
He not
never-
doing shit, bro. Like Tremaine
that was-
Edmonds, he not
that was
doing nothing,
never
bro.
my point.
Him or
Lucas-
TJ Edwards, they not doing
Lucas
shit.
is just being petty
Nobody.
for the sake of being petty. That was never my point.
People are trying to say trade Justin
They
Fields.
got
Like,
Tremaine Edmonds.
No.
where are they trading Justin Fields?
Send him
to?
to Las Vegas.
Minnesota.
Bro,
They about to blow that.
Raiders.
They about to blow
One
that up.
for
They about
one,
to blow-
Kirk
they about to
Every
blow it up.
every
Atlanta
team that is
Falcons.
not going to be
The Raiders
good
is
this
about
year
to
going to be
The
drafting a
Bears and the
quarterback.
Raiders might potentially be having new coaching
Wait,
staffs.
y'all,
soon. I'm just letting you know that.
Wait, go ahead, Trey, go ahead.
Let me get this off. I don't care where he goes at this point. He has to go somewhere. He can't be here. Like, this is terrible.
Not with
Like,
that coaching
the only reason why I still had faith in him, because literally during the summer when me and Trent were arguing about Justin Fields, we literally sat down and watched all of his key plays from last year. And the only thing that still gave me hope was that when he finally did see it, he would let it rip. Like, it was still there. There was still an aggressiveness to him, like, oh, shoot, I see it. Let me make this play. Now, after these first 3 games, this dude is not only, you can tell he's thinking too much as he's dropping. He's thinking way too much. His mind and his eyes are all over the place. Then on top of that, he gets beat up. He doesn't run anymore. The offensive coordinator doesn't call any runs for him. And then by the time it's time for him to actually make a throw, like we all remember the freaking seam route that was wide open against the Bucs, and he turned it down last year. At the very least, if he turned that down, he would have ran and probably scored a touchdown by his damn self. Now he won't even run. He's just getting his ass whooped. Like, this is a pure regression. Like, there were flashes of hope last year. That shit is over with. It's gone. It's dead. Blow this bitch up. It's over with.
Bro, they spent the entire offseason.
Eberflus got to go. If I'm being honest, Ryan Poles, you low-key need to go too. Like, this.
Everybody, bro.
So
Everybody.
speaking of, this is the last question before we move on to the next topic. Is it time to start looking at Justin Fields as a draft bust?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
say-
Even if it's not your fault, it's still. Even if I don't think it's fully your fault, yeah, you can still be. You can still get the label.
I say yeah, but I think he can succeed somewhere else for sure.
Me too.
What about the
Me too.
Falcons?
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
if
Lucas,
that's
I like
true.
the Falcons too. I like the Falcons too.
Yeah.
Now with
I like
Arthur
the Falcons
Smith.
too.
Now with Arthur Smith.
I like the Falcons
So
too.
my issue, not my issue. My thing with this conversation regarding Justin Fields is if we didn't have the next draft class where there's so many quarterbacks that we think can be drafted, then I would probably be more in line. But considering that they would get a quarterback that they don't have to pay for real, obviously, and they can build up fresh without the PTSD that we keep on talking about regarding Justin Fields, there's really very little value in getting Justin Fields, and all the bad teams are going to get quarterbacks. And if the Falcons, the only team that's probably going to be winning more games than normal because they have a good system, good scheme, and good players, Desmond Ridder and Justin Fields, like, what's the difference?
Justin Fields has way more upside than Desmond
Ridder. What are we making a trade for the two? Like, what do you expect from Fields when he comes in with that same exact offense? You're gonna get the exact.
I mean, if you're taking on a project, if you're taking on the project, so ultimately, if you bring in Justin Fields, you're literally saying that I think I can fix his issues.
But that's what Ridder's supposed to be. He's young too.
But he don't got
what does that matter? The Cardinals picked a quarterback in the first round, drafted another one next year. If you think you got a better option,
they're trading Kyler Murray. But we know they're trading.
I'm saying I'm not even talking about Kyler Murray. I'm saying how was Kyler Murray drafted? Rosen was the year before. Next year was Kyler Murray. Job. I'm saying if the people in the organization feel like there's a better option, they're gonna go with their better option, whether that means bringing in Justin Fields or not. Shit, Brock Purdy for the 49ers in their eyes was the better option. They won games with him. I'm not saying they've seen enough from Justin Fields to assume he'd be better, but that's what up to the team.
Would you waste a draft pick when you don't even know if Fields is even better than Ridder?
Listen, what I'll say is this: Justin Fields a season ago, regardless, he broke a record for a quarterback that never had been done. And we've seen Cam, we've seen Lamar, we've even seen Vic. There's got to be some offensive coordinator out there that saw that and said, I can make this happen. And for him to have done that, that's not normal. That means there's some sort of potential here. So, like, I think I'm happy Manny just said, if I'm Eric Bieniemy, I already got Sam Howell to deal with. If I think I might be able to get something better or I can be more creative with a guy like Justin Fields, I'm going to do that. It's always up to the mind of the OC and think what they can fix. I mean, that's really what it all comes down to. I think me and DJ align on the sake of, even though Justin Fields is a bit to blame for his performance in Chicago, I think with the right set of coaching around him, I think it could be better. Because, I mean, look at Daniel Jones. As much as I get on him for Trump saying he was a top 10 quarterback going into this year, I will admit Brian Dable with a top 15, my apologies. Yeah. Brian Dable had the ability to go and find what Daniel Jones was good at, exploit that, and try to make the game a bit more comfortable for him as he tried to work on his weaknesses. And so I feel like, as you can see in this second year, I mean, obviously the Cardinals game, he looked great in that second half. You saw some of that development. So, with the right guy, I don't think anything is impossible.
I'm not gonna say it's impossible. I guess my only concern, because I feel like Fields is very unlucky, is that there's really not a lot of situations that make sense, because all the old quarterbacks that are on the bad teams are going to this quarterback drafting quarterback, and all the other quarterbacks that are on like mid-bad teams have young quarterbacks that need to prove themselves.
Right.
So it's just a very hard. It's more of a unfortunate thing based off like the situation in the NFL right now with so many quarterbacks. So that's more not even a Fields fault. It's more of a what's the current what's the
climate in the NFL right now. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna say this, then we can move on. The only positive that I'm taking out of this, like me being a Bears fan, is we got the Panthers pick. Another thing is we didn't pay Justin Fields for like this large contract, so that's a positive. And then we got our pick, so we can end up getting like 2 top 5 picks at the end. So that's a positive. That's what I'm looking forward to. So that's why I'm like still like low key a Bears fan. Yeah, those are the only positives that I'm taking from this season.
Can I just throw one more name in the pot? This is quick. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna throw a team out here. Obviously, they got really embarrassed this weekend, historically embarrassed this weekend. But maybe the Broncos may want Justin Fields to just sit behind Russ, because I don't see Sean Payton. Let's be honest. Does anybody here really think Sean Payton is in on Russell Wilson?
No,
not at all.
Since he got the job, I don't think he was on.
Exactly, and he's paid a lot of money. He is a lot for that cap over there in Denver. So I think he'll at least be there for another season or two. I mean, why not get Justin to if you want to harbor that talent and see what you got. I mean, you don't got a lot to lose because I don't know or you could go draft a quarterback, but I don't think there's a situation where the Broncos are drafting a quarterback next season. So if you want to see if you could develop a young talent, you might find a steal in Justin Fields, And it'll be good for Sean Payton's fraudulent legacy right now. Win some playoff games and face Justin Fields. That would be nice on the legacy. Right now, he's looking like a Drew Brees merch.
Hey, but what's the name? What's the name? We about to move on and get to this last segment of the show. We got to play the game again called Fact or Cap. I'm going to go around the whole panel one by one. I'm going to say a statement. I'm going to just need y'all to say fact or cap. And every week, we're going to explain all that shit at the later end. But we got to make sure we get this implemented. So we're going to start off with you, Josh. Fact or cap? CJ Stroud will be the best quarterback in this draft class.
Cap.
Trey?
Cap.
Bama? Bama here? Damn, all right, Lucas?
Cap.
Riddell?
Cap.
Damn. J-Rob?
Facts.
DJ?
Cap.
Damn.
Y'all don't hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. All right. Yo, say it again, Bama. Yo, Bama.
You know he's gonna say that, bro.
Yo, yeah, he's crazy. All right, we'll say Josh. Next one. Tua needs to get put in these top 5 conversations.
You said Tua?
Mm-hmm.
Cap.
That's right.
You know what? I'm gonna say fact.
Oh nah, you're different. Bama.
No,
hold on. We'll debate it later. Bama.
We'll talk about it later. Come on.
Bama. You heard me?
Facts.
Lucas.
Bama gonna say fact.
Riddell.
He said conversations, facts. I mean,
J-Rob.
Keyword conversations. Fact.
Oh
my God.
Keyword conversation.
Okay, thank you. All right, next one. Josh. Calvin Ridley is overrated.
Cap.
Trey.
Fact.
Bama.
To Capfinity and beyond.
Alabama thing, right?
Lucas.
Facts.
Riddell.
cap.
Come on, man.
J-Rob.
Cap.
DJ.
Cap.
All right. Next one. Josh. If Christian Gonzalez keeps this play up for the rest of the season, he is a locked top 10 cornerback in the league.
You already know I'm finna say fact. What are we talking about?
Trey.
Facts.
Bama.
Cap.
Lucas.
Facts. Like,
Dale.
come on now. Oh, you being nasty.
Facts.
Oh, okay.
J-Rob.
He just won't be better than my boy, but facts.
He will.
I say
DJ.
fact.
You feel me, Trey? I gotta stand
All
on
right, last one. Bijan Robinson will be top 5 by the end of this year. Josh.
Come on now.
Come on, no facts.
Come on now.
Trey.
Facts.
Oh, okay.
Bama.
Facts machine, nigga. Fuck all that. Facts machine.
Facts.
Easy.
Riddell.
Facts.
J-Rob.
right now. He is facts.
Facts.
DJ.
That's what I'm saying.
You said top 5 by the end of the season.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I got it.
It's Factor Cat, bro.
I'll say facts.
All right, bet. Now, that was going to be the last one, but I forgot. Rooster, you right. So I'm going to bring him up for this Factor Cat part. Jalen Carter is a top 10 defensive tackle in his league. Factor Cat.
Right now, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Matter of fact, let me rephrase that. By the end of the year, can Jalen Carter get in the top 5 defensive tackle conversations?
Top 5?
Top 5.
Oh, it make it
I'm about to
hard.
be sick. What I'm about to say.
Factor Cat.
God.
Man,
Factor
I'm
They
about
Cat.
to be sick.
Yeah,
I'm about to be
Jack-
sick. What I'm about to say.
Come on.
Keep going. Come on. Let's go.
I have a question though. So definitive top 5 or conversation?
Conversation.
Oh, conversation. Facts.
Trey.
Facts.
Bama.
You're a definitive top 5 right now.
Lucas.
Facts.
Riddell.
Facts.
J-Rob.
He's gonna be one of the 10 best players in defense in the league. Fact.
DJ.
I say facts.
All right, bet. Okay.
This might get Parsons level impact by this kid. You heard?
He's only playing 50% of the snaps too.
I was about to say
Michael Parsons level impact.
He has like 15 pressures already in this already.
He's top 3 in pressures out of all players.
Well,
Michael
Lucas,
Parsons impact already.
Yeah, he's crazy.
But y'all do gotta factor in the people that surround him though too.
Don't matter.
Not the
I'm going by the production. I'm going by the production.
Nah, Jalen Carter.
Jalen Carter might be the best OD lineman on an already stacked D line. That's how good he's going to be.
He's the best player on that line.
Jalen Carter isn't no Hassan Reddick. That he's not that. This is Jalen Carter is.
He's a different animal.
This
bro.
nigga is Albert Haynesworth, bro.
You understand this kid in the next 2 years could rival Aaron Donald for real?
Yeah.
The nigga first play. He showed y'all kung fu fighting.
Jones.
The next play, he showed you pure domination.
I need a little bit more before I start saying stuff like that.
The tape is already enough to see.
The only reason why he fell in the draft
Character.
because of the shit that happened.
Because he was speed racing.
He was a top 3 lock pick.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I already know that. I know that for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Look,
but let's talk about this Tua shit though. Let's talk about that shit.
Okay, so
especially from you guys. Let me hit this why. Why you think?
Okay, this is why. Because we talked about it earlier when we were talking about Kirk Cousins. There are so many quarterbacks that aren't playing well right now. It's hard not to have him in the conversation. I'm not saying he's definitively top 5, but the way he's playing right now, specifically Trent, and you can't even argue with me about this, the way you've been on Joe Burrow's head since the season started. It's a bunch of dudes that have been here that aren't playing here right now. Meanwhile, little old Tua with that pop gun, it got a little more juice in it this year. I don't know where. I guess he really was in the gym. And he was doing bicep curls, med ball tosses, whatever. But the ball's getting out. He's operating at a high level. And after the performance that he just had, his team just hung 70.
Yeah, but
on the team. Like,
but this is where
he has to be in the conversation. The other guys that we have had up there in that conversation aren't necessarily playing up to snuff.
But Trey, but here's the thing, though. There's a difference between playing better and being better.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what we're saying. That's what we're saying. That's why I think that shit's mad cap when we say we're putting Tua in these top 5 conversations, because there are already 5 quarterbacks who are clearly better than Tua.
Okay, well, this is what I'll tell you. If he continues to play like this for the rest of the season, he's gonna have to run it. He's gonna have to run into Josh Allen eventually. If he runs into Josh Allen, and there's a situation where they have to they're always gonna go head to head in their 2 divisional games. If he outplays him and then gets into the playoffs and has a ridiculous run and continues playing at this level,
that still don't make them better.
No.
So my thing with it is that when you say
Tannehill will be Lamar Jackson in playoffs.
When you say conversations, I think you're talking about 6'7". Like if he's 6'7", he's in the conversation.
I don't think he is.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think he is.
Well, not. Now,
Trevor Lawrence is the top 7 quarterback.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence is at
I don't agree to that. So the biggest thing for me, it's kind of like the Jalen Hurts situation from last year, where you could have said he's for some people, they said he was a top 5 quarterback. They had him in the conversations. Regardless, if some people don't think it's right, he would be from 7 to like 5 in generally based off the spectrum, or 8 to 5 based off the spectrum. Yeah, if Tua does what Trey is saying, and I could see him in that conversation.
But here's what I'm saying though, because you can say, because I always say this, because you brought up the 5 to 7. It can be a close but clear, meaning it's close in the rankings, but as a player, it's a gap. So
the top 5 is in their own tier compared to the 6 through 7. They're in their own separate tier.
Because Trevor Lawrence literally, I have him like at 8. He has no conversation. Last year, I had no conversation of him being a top 5 quarterback because he didn't earn that right to get in that top 5 yet. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, that's where we'd have to disagree. So I guess the point here is, what are the 5 quarterbacks that will be clear? And then we could talk about, obviously, other than Mahomes, we could talk about those other 4 quarterbacks and see what situation can make it a conversation.
Okay, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson,
Joe
Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
How you not mention Burrow first? That's crazy.
So,
he started off.
why does it matter which way I mentioned it?
Yeah, I don't think the order matters.
But Josh Allen better than Tua?
Yes.
What are we doing?
Bro, this is what we're not about to do. This is what we're not about to say that Tua is a better quarterback than Josh Allen. It is levels to this, bro.
Listen. I'm tired of this Josh Allen discussion. I'm done.
Bro. All right, bro.
Let me ask you a question. Bama, let me ask you a question. Are you going to play this winning argument with Josh Allen? Because last time I recall, since the 2020 AFC Championship, the Buffalo Bills defense has given up 30-plus points in every single playoff game. And what did Josh Allen do in the 2021 playoffs? He had the greatest 2-game stretch we've seen from a quarterback statistically possible.
That's that nigga only claim to fame, man. That nigga
only claim to fame.
What's your claim to fame, man?
What's your
y'all got on the penis?
How you gonna hit on
Where was you from?
What you mean? Wait, so just because you go to the Super Bowl, that makes you claim the fucking fame?
Gamble, bro. No.
What did Joe Burrow do in that run compared to Josh Allen in 2021?
His claim to fame, bro, he bet on black, bro. We all knew what the sore thumb with the Cincinnati Bengals was that year, bro. We not finna play dumb, bro. Everybody and their mama knew. Oh, we needed O-line. What Joe Burrow do? That nigga Joe
even
Burrow
beyond
did,
O-line.
No, it was O-line.
Yeah, I get that. I get it was O-line. Bro. It was O-line, correct.
O-line, bro. That was a draft needs, bro. They went to Joe Burrow and they said, bro, Joe Burrow went to them. Matter of fact, they didn't even go to Joe Burrow. He came out the blue and said, get Chase. He said, get Chase, nigga. I'm coming off an ACL, bro. He said, please get Chase. I know we need O-line. Bro, that nigga went to a suit. Regardless of whatever y'all saying.
Does play not matter?
Bro,
does play not matter to go to Super Bowls, bro?
Play perfectly matters, bro.
It's not a play perfectly. A play good.
Even in that Tennessee Titan game, bro, he had a crucial scramble, bro.
Nigga, he threw
a crucial scramble?
Stop.
He did.
I was watching the game, bro.
The whole run was mid,
bro. You right.
Hold on. Wait. One in the game was Ryan Tannehill laying the egg. And then right when he had the game-winning field goal, he threw an open route and cover 2. But like, why are you acting like he did some imagined crazy shit? He threw
bro. I'm talking about leading up to that open route, bro. It was like one of them. It was some shit. It's not always the last.
The crucial shit was Ryan Tannehill throwing a pick and then he threw a corner route for him to win the game.
No, bro, I remember that game, bro. He had like a scramble, bro. That guy.
If Ryan Tannehill wasn't an Al-Qaeda member, I guarantee you, this wouldn't even be a conversation.
I get what you're saying, bro. Like, no, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. I wish we could just like replay that moment, bro. I'm pretty sure it was that moment. Like,
so my big question,
sat and he skated out, bro, and it gave them new life in that drive, bro. And they had some bullshit going. And you was right, Trent. They did throw that wide open out route. Like, yes, I'm not debating that that's open, but I'm trying to tell you, bro. That scramble was like, bro, because it was a shit show. That whole game was a shit show, bro. He broke a few, I don't even know if he broke a tackle, but he evaded a sack, bro, and scrambled for like 12 yards, bro.
Josh Allen does that every
new life to that drive.
Don't hit the claim, but the issue is don't hit the claim with fame with that Josh Allen shit, and then you trying to do this shit with Burrow. That's just disgusting.
It's gonna take more than 1 year for Tua to.
Hey, but what's Tua's claim to fame?
Allen,
that's what I'm saying, Lucas. Exactly.
Tua's claim to fame having Tyreek Hill on his team.
What does Tua do to elevate his offense?
Okay, well, he does a lot. So, but I will say this: Tua.
I'm asking a question. No, I'm asking a question, Jerome.
That's a dumbass question, bro.
It's a question. Answer my question.
What does he do to elevate his
No,
offense?
he does stuff to elevate his offense, but I'm asking a question though.
But how do you not?
Can you
What
tell
do
me
you don't see what he do? You really need to point that out? Like,
No.
what the
I
fuck
know what he
is
does.
that?
I know what he does. But I'm
Why you
asking
asking
you,
the
what
question?
does he do that blows you
bro.
away to put him in the top 5 conversation?
Oh,
It's a
okay,
conversation,
so I mean,
Josh.
what Trey said, he said play elite in the playoffs and do a great job for leading them this year. So play like how he has been, go to the playoffs, also play elite, go pretty far. I mean,
I'm talking about
Tua has not played in the playoffs.
Not Burrow. Tua.
I'm talking about Tua.
Talking about Tua.
Yeah, we
So
talking
the
about
big
Tua.
two individuals.
Tua has not played in the playoffs.
He thinking about Burrow. I think.
We're talking about
Yeah, I'm
Tua.
talking about Tua.
Yeah, we
Tua
talking
hasn't
about
played
Tua.
good.
Yeah, I'm saying that's what Tua has to do this year. To
That's
get in
what
the
he has to do. Yeah, that's what
Yeah, he has to play
he has
elite
done
this
yet.
year, go to the playoffs, play elite. That my two individuals. The big question for me is Tua, if he goes to the plays elite this year, like he's playing MVP level, stays like that, go to the playoffs, play very well. Maybe he loses to the Chiefs in the AFC Championship. Okay, but he still plays well like Josh Allen did against the Chiefs. What is the conversation on why he's not, at the very least in the conversation? I won't even go that far. At the very least in the conversation with Herbert and Lamar Jackson.
Okay, but you're talking about how he does by himself. You're not talking about other guys that could go above him, how they're going to play, like Herbert and Lamar and Burrow and Josh Allen. You're not talking about them, how they could play in the playoffs.
Okay,
Now,
then I'll
they
add
could
more
be better than
context.
Tua.
Herbert and Lamar.
Or even Trevor
lose-
Lawrence, or even Jalen
lose in the
Hurts.
first
How
round.
are they going to play in the playoffs?
Yeah, I'll add more context. Herbert and Lamar play all right, but lose in the first round. They don't play as well as Tua in the regular season. Why is Tua not in the conversation with those two quarterbacks?
Why are we just like saying Tua's going to be up here and Herbert's going to be down here? Why are we?
I
doing
didn't
that?
say. I said in the conversation.
You said he's going to play all right in the playoffs.
Wait, Riddell, what you
No,
got
Why are
hurt?
we
When they
doing
lose-
that?
But that's the hypothetical we're pointing out. With
So why would I? This is stupid hypothetical then.
how is it when we saw Justin Herbert play the Jaguars last season to think that he won't play? He can play an all like a bad game is like what are we talking about?
That was a bad game.
Lamar and
when they
Justin
had-
Herbert.
that was a
can
bad
play
game by
bad
Justin
games.
Herbert.
Nah, this conversation.
You think that was a bad game?
Yeah, he didn't play a bad game. We're not.
He didn't play a bad game.
We're gonna go
They
there.
tried to establish from the run.
Whatever.
We're
I'm
not
not
about to
going
go down
Austin
that
couldn't
rabbit
run the
hole.
ball on that
I'm not
defense
going
at all.
semantics.
He played one good half of football.
Regardless.
He played a
Regardless.
good first half.
I
He
said
played a good
all
first
right.
half.
My words were all right.
Played
So
a
even
good
if you
first
think he
half.
played an all right game,
Two
then
halves
my
of football.
stand.
Okay.
Tua has not played in the playoffs at all. We don't know how he's going to play, so you can't say automatically he's going to play great.
It's a
And
hypothetical.
then
No, it's a
behind that,
hypothetical.
and then behind that, you're going to say these other guys are going to play all right, and they're not going to be as good in the regular season off of 3 games that we've seen.
It's a bro. Do you know what a hypothetical is? That's the
Well,
whole
your
point why I'm bringing it up.
hypothetical is pointing in one direction, not the other.
That's how we're gonna put Tua in these conversations. That's the only way.
Okay, so all these guys have to play like shit, and Tua's played like great to be in the top 5 conversation. Great. I'm sure that's going to happen.
I didn't say any of
All right,
that.
I'm sure
that's
that's gonna happen.
right. Larry's right.
No, I don't-
Yeah,
All I'm
come
saying-
on now.
all
What are we
I'm
talking
saying-
about?
All I'm saying is this: there have been plenty of times where there have been guys specifically at the quarterback position that have been less physically talented than other guys and have turned out to be better at certain points than the guys that they were more physically talented than. All I'm saying is right now, if Tua keeps playing at this pace, I get it. He doesn't have a great arm. He's not super physically talented. Like, there's nothing physically special about him. But if the play on the field, him being able to operate the offense at a high level, if he keeps it at this pace and there's some success that comes behind it, I'm just saying he has to be in those conversations. You can't just throw him to the wind because he got a pop gun arm. Like Drew Brees had a pop gun
Drew
arm.
Brees got a pop gun arm.
Like, at some point, people thought Drew Brees was a top 5 quarterback. It was because of the play on the field.
Nah, let me not be that nasty. Let me not violate.
I'm just saying it's a conversation. I mean, Tom Brady didn't have nothing really physically special. Nah,
Zero. Shut up.
J-Rob.
You know he's trolling, bro. You know he's trolling. You know he's trolling. He's trying not to show his
you
laugh.
tripping right
He's
now.
laughing.
Biggest outlier of all
Hey.
time, bro.
Hey, that white
He's
boy
laughing, bro.
drafted
He's
the
not showing
MLB. You tripping?
Nah,
Yeah, for real.
I said we about to hit.
Zero.
That nigga got a cannon.
Now we about to.
No, I'm trolling.
Yeah,
You
all
could
right.
tell. You could tell.
We about to hit the 2-hour mark, so we about to wrap it up. I appreciate all my guys coming out. Appreciate all y'all in the comments. Appreciate y'all for getting us to 200 subs already. I really appreciate y'all.
Run them subs up.
Yeah, run the subs. I make sure you like.
Run them likes up and run
the likes up. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. College football. That shit, J-Rob, you might have to pray today that day. It might get hectic that day.
Yeah, it's gonna be a glaze day. It's gonna be a glaze day. I'm not switching up on my
board. Tomorrow. You know, you got everybody pulling up.
I'm doing.
Make sure y'all tune in. And then, of course, college football show, 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Central Time. And then the next day, I got the VIP room, got my wide receiver coach, my old trainer who's trained Saquon, CD, Marvin Harrison Jr., like all the elite players he trained them. He gonna pull up for the VIP room, me, Bama, gonna chop it up with him. I think Gerald might be able to pull up if he can.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I really appreciate y'all. But yeah, we out. Peace.